Welcome everybody to Dragons in the Dining Room.
Heyo!
Hello.
We are playing the Sand and Magic today. Krabby Patty's already in chat making all sorts of comments that we're misreading because apparently none of us are literate and we did not read butt kicking.
We're just all that mature.
We're all that immature.
To be fair, I read butt kicking.
No, you didn't.
I totally
Quit
did.
trying to look cool in front of our friends.
She does all the time.
I don't have to try.
It's only because there's a fan behind you. There.
I take back what I said before stream about tonight.
No, you don't.
And if you feel like being very generous, I'll take care of that one a little bit later once we actually get rolling.
He's gonna try to kill us.
One likely.
That's okay,
We
we
are
can
going
take
to
it.
be down 2 players today because they decided it'd be more fun to watch drag racing than come play D&D.
I mean, to be fair, they do have this literally planned a year in advance.
I know.
No.
I'm just having fun at their expense.
He's not upset. His face isn't doing the thingy.
Yeah, I'm not twitching. Yeah. So we are going to be down an Ash and Anaku. On top of that, if you guys take a look at the icon for the stream, it has changed. We just got done with a commission for a brand new logo and mascot for our stream. A little bit of work still has to be done to make sure he's all complete, but that's the demo we have for the moment. So we're happy about that. We're still trying to figure out a name for him. In time we'll have one.
I like Farley or Fenris.
I'm not going with Farley because all I can hear is this baby dragon going, in the van down by the river.
Okay, what about Fenris? What's wrong with Fenris?
That's a giant wolf.
It's a wolf. Yeah.
In Norse legend,
Well, I know that's Fenrir. Not Fenris.
Close enough.
I know my lore.
you do not roll loaded dice in my channel. I do not condone cheating.
No, what you do is you redeem a nat 20 and then use it yourself.
Oh, sneaky.
That nat 20 is for you guys, not the chat room. Me.
Is that going to be in your return?
So,
No, is that gonna be new?
No.
last we had with Sand and Magic, you guys had finished. You guys had finished clearing out
I bite.
some
She does too.
slavers that were trying to take a bunch of tiefling monks from their monastery.
Yeah, I got an axe and they got to see it.
It turned out to be a rather harrowing fight that you guys managed to save a few of the monks. You only lost one, who got taken away by the only slaver to escape.
I tried to stop him. I
You
don't know
guys
what
did your best, but
these yahoos. I don't know what they were doing.
you did your best to stop him, but he just kind of he got a head start on you guys and couldn't catch up. After recovering from the fight, you were given some rewards from the monks and told to continue on your journey. And as you continued on your journey, keep an eye out for what looks to be a mundane outcropping, as there might be something special.
Yeah.
You guys found the outcropping, and it took you a little bit of looking around, but you eventually found what looks to be a passageway into this rocky outcropping.
Well, should we go exploring then?
You guys were just setting up camp when you found it.
Well, I mean after we rest, and shouldn't we keep an eye so nothing comes out of it? You're from this world, don't you know it's in there?
Do I know what's in there?
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
Well, at least you're useful in the fight, so that's something.
You've been useful everywhere else. Gosh, you are such an ingrate.
It's true. You really are.
You know, maybe you're supposed to see what it's like on the other side of the fence to not be the one who's like working their ass off and not being noticed for it.
So,
Sorry.
about that rocky outcropping.
Yeah.
Sure is a rocky cropping.
About.
I think
Love
I'm
you,
gonna
Joe.
go investigate it.
I'll watch.
I'll go with you.
I'll watch.
You two stay here.
I'll watch with the camels.
Oh yeah, don't lose Felipe. I love him to death.
Oh, Balthazar.
I'll keep an eye on them and Lucy.
And whoever the other two is.
I don't give a shit about them. They can wander off.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. A little
Did you not
spicy
hear
today.
the humor in my voice?
Somebody is just spicy today. Alright.
How are you at investigating things? You pretty investigative. Would you say that you're some sort of a private dick?
I'm going
On the
to
side.
put a much larger cooldown on this roll d20 if you guys keep spamming chat with it.
I love it. It's fun. I'm gonna do it right now. Don't you do it?
I got 11. I got 10, a 10, and then 11.
How about if I assist? How about if I assist in the investigation?
Well, you guys found an opening that you can tell it goes deeper into this rocky outcrop.
I'm gonna call out, "Hello, it's me," and see if it echoes back. Does it echo? Perception. I'll roll it.
I don't know it.
22.
1, 4, 9, 17, 28, 11 Z's. Second lunch, third, fourth. Okay, what we doing?
So
I'm gonna go
as
check
you,
out the cave.
as you listen, there is no echo
No echo.
that comes back at you.
Demon cave.
You can also tell that there's the way that this rocky outcropping is. The wind is actually buffeted around the opening. If the wind didn't actually buffet around, you have a feeling
It would pass through, so it's
and
sealed.
take some noise.
Yes, it's a dead end. I'm gonna get my sword out. I wanna check it out. That big hole in the rock.
You could come
That's
in
the
like a
entryway
wrecking
that
ball.
brings you down.
Yeah, I won't go in.
Alright, but you guys haven't finished your rest.
Oh,
Yeah, we should probably do that first.
alright, we'll rest first.
So, with that, you guys
1, 7, 9, 42.
you guys do take your long rest. Make sure that your hit points, spells, etc. are all back to where they belong.
My rogue spells have been replenished.
My barbarian spells are replenished.
I'm happy to hear that.
How about your barbarian spells?
I'll borrow a pencil real quick. Never mind, I'll go grab mine. I need an eraser too. Thank you.
Comes to the D&D
I
table
bought-
unprepared.
I bought a fancy pencil with no eraser, and you have to click the pencil. I will throw so many things. I put up with that for as long as I could.
I did not realize
No, I
that I
know,
had been
it's-
doing that.
I zoned it out because it was pretty bad.
But she
So when
doesn't
you
know
said
that.
something in chat, I'm like, oh, sorry.
I know, and I'm guilty of the same thing, which is why I think it bugs me when someone else does it and not me. And I was like,
I do appreciate it, though. I mean, because I'm sure you're
Thank
not the
you.
only person that would be like, stop, wait, I'm clicking. How are you guys going to do what?
are we gonna assume that these
For the
two?
moment, those two are with you.
Okay.
Well, no.
Anoku
Ash
wasn't
is
with
with
us.
you. Anoku, last
Stayed
you
at the-
knew, he was still at that
Okay.
monastery.
All right.
Well, Kita, I can take the first watch.
Yep.
Ash
Ash.
can take the last 4 hours.
Ash will take the last one.
Okay.
Last
Then I'll
4 hours,
take
yeah.
one. I'll take the middle one, I guess.
Okay.
How many watches are in a night?
Anywhere from 3 to 4.
Okay. I will take one watch.
I can go wherever. I mean, whatever. I'll go with Ash just because Ash isn't here.
Okay, that works.
So,
Alright.
well, Ash only needs 4 hours too. So,
Right. So, first watch.
Remember that.
First watch.
I'm gonna go turn the meeting room light out and grab my own
What
pencil.
would you be doing on your first watch in this outcropping in the middle of the desert that you have no idea where you are?
I mean, just, I guess, keeping an eye out. I mean, it's still light out, so I don't have to worry about that.
Right, I'm just wondering if there's any antics that you might be getting up to, or you're just going to kind of chill by the campsite.
I'm probably gonna find a place where I have a little bit of a vantage point, if I can.
Yep.
And keep an eye out that way.
Roll me a perception.
That would be a grand total of a 16.
16. Ever since Grug has pointed out that there was a sandstorm on the way,
Da-da-da-da-dum.
you guys have been watching the horizon, and you, sitting up on your vantage point, realize that the sun, as you have recently learned, isn't setting like normal.
Right.
It has moved through the sky a little bit, but it's not setting in the very least. The sandstorm that you were warned of is taking up more of the horizon, but it's almost like it's moving extremely slow. It doesn't seem to have gotten much closer since Grug pointed it out, and it's been a couple of days.
Which is incredibly unusual for sandstorms.
Right,
It probably should have overtaken us in a couple of hours.
at the earliest, but it's been a couple of days.
Right.
By all rights, it should have done something yesterday.
Yes, it's heavily encumbered.
But
Also sitting there, you notice when you look back toward the monastery and the city, there's this strange feeling of solidarity and loneliness, as you don't see any indication of civilization. It is just an immense ocean of sand.
Lovely.
oh,
It really does reinforce that feeling that you're in the middle of nowhere. And then you hear,
I pull up my axe.
and as
You're
you
asleep.
guys
Never
are,
mind,
you
I'm
guys are
sleeping.
napping. As you look
In
around,
in my sleep, I pull up my axe.
as you look around, you see a lizard about yay big, and it's got 6 feet, and it is this electrical shock blue color with little black
It's a lot of feet.
specks running down its back.
Lizards should only have 4 feet. Kill it.
It stops for a minute, and then it turns, and as its head turns, you see these just brilliant emerald green eyes as they go,
Morse code. What's he saying?
And I think
and it doesn't really look intimidated by you. Just kind of looking at
I'm kind of like, if it tilts its head one way, so does Kina. It's like, ooh.
you. After about a minute or so, and it moves quick
Neat.
and disappears into a little crevasse.
I'm gonna see if I can, like, peek in, like, oh.
Little tiny crevasse.
Well, I'm a little tiny person, so.
Okay, yes you are. So you see the little hole in there, and you put your head down and
Well,
look in there.
I'm not, like, right up against it.
Bite you in the freaking eyeball.
Right?
You're right in the nose.
You don't see anything,
Oh,
unfortunately. You have a feeling that it must be somewhat porous.
okay.
Other than that, the rest of your night goes on, or your watch goes on without incident. Grub, you said you had second?
Yeah, sure. I don't think it matters. I'll take second.
Okay.
Unless you want second.
It's alright.
Take second.
Is there anything that you would be doing on your watch?
Nope. I would assume that since I'm from here, I would know what sort of stuff to be looking out for, keeping an eye on the storm, making sure it's not sneaking up on us.
Yeah, you see
I would also be keeping an eye on the hole in the rock face because I don't know what's in there.
Right. The vantage point that Tia points out to you puts you pretty much right above the top of it.
Other than that, I don't have any plans. I'm just
Roll me a perception.
perception.
Yes, please.
Not bad. Oh, that'll be a whopping 20.
A 20. So,
Oh, that was cold.
again,
I leaned
you're
back and frozen.
sitting there feeling the void of anything around you other than sand. It's not quite as prolific as it is to Kita.
I'm used to it.
Because, yeah, this is the terrain you grew up in. But it's still a little bit eerie because you did grow up in the city of the Sultan. There's no noises out there. You can just hear the wind and the soft, every so often you'll catch a whistle from holes in the rock around you. And you hear that scratching sound too. And as you look around, you see the same creature. And
I will recognize it though, won't I?
you should recognize it. I just gotta see,
You didn't tell me you saw a creature.
It was a lizard with her. She doesn't know anything.
Left us out here to die. That is the smallest dice bag I've ever seen. Is that for one die?
I could make them that small for the micro dice,
Yep.
Yes.
but this is that going to be too wide?
No.
I didn't think it would be
That'll
because
be
it'll
fine.
condense to about like that.
Yeah, no, that'll be good.
Well, I'll be darned. Anyhow,
It didn't look like this, did it?
No.
Thank God.
It's about that big.
We're gonna live.
It's about that big.
Okay.
It's got 6 feet on it. 6 legs on it.
Goodness.
Shocking blue, black specks on it,
It's
the
got
green
poison,
eyes,
Poison or venom.
and
It's like poison.
yeah, the coloring is very much influenced by poison dart frogs. But
I've seen that Geo.
you've seen this guy. You've seen this type of lizard before. Usually the bizarre, somebody will have it in a cage. And it's considered an exotic creature. You, knowing better, don't go anywhere near this thing. As you recognize it as what's referred to as a lightning lizard.
Figures.
They are, for you guys, because you'll eventually learn this, they are the equivalent of an electric eel,
Oh,
nice.
but as a lizard.
Nice.
You almost got that in your eye.
But you also know that they're generally pretty just mellow critters. As
They're
long
good
as you-
eating.
Don't kill my friend.
He's plotting against us. I know how these things work. You're asleep, by the way.
High or low?
low.
I'm
Hi.
asking him because he proposed.
I'm gonna say hi.
High. They are difficult to make into a meal. It's sort of like trying to do the Japanese delicacy of pufferfish. If you do it wrong,
Yeah.
it'll kill you.
No. Meh. Meh.
Why can I not remember the name of it?
Pufferfish.
Oh, hey, football
Hey,
chick, how's it
football
going?
chick.
Hey.
What's the name of that?
Tell school I said hi.
But I know
And
we
hi
know
you
you're
too,
talking
of
about.
course.
So yeah, no, I'll just be like, hey,
Spoilers
little
for
guy.
puppy.
Yep, and I mean, you know that they're pretty
And he
mellow
gives
as long as you don't
hugs.
mess with them. They'll,
Like
They-
he
and they
puts
won't
his
hurt
paws
you,
on your
even if they
shoulder
do crawl
and
upon you.
hugs you. And I'm like,
you just don't want to scare the thing.
Oh,
or,
well then I'm gonna give it some food. I
Okay.
want to make a new friend.
You're gonna try and make a new friend.
Oh, I'm gonna give him a little bit of my food and just
Roll
be like,
me an animal handling.
oh, my best feature ever. Oh, it's a net 20.
it is.
What is it in total?
Let's see. Animal handling 24.
24. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It takes you a little bit of time.
Got a new friend.
It takes you a little bit of time. He's not a new friend yet,
Oh.
but he definitely is. You have the ability to pick him up. You have the ability to let him run around your hand. I mean,
I feel like we should have Ziva out for that.
yeah, you can play with this thing a little bit, and it doesn't freak out at all of this, but eventually it does.
I'll give him some food and water and he's on his way.
Yeah, after probably about half an hour of playing around with him, he's finally like, okay, I'm done with this, and skitters off into the hole.
Bummer. Wish my animal handling was higher.
Well, actually, that's something that animal handling isn't an automatic get a new pet. It's a process. Now, if you were to capture this guy and do multiple animal handling
No,
checks,
that's mean.
you might be able to domesticate.
If we stay here a couple days, we'll see.
So yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of yours.
Okay.
You made a friend with a lizard, and nothing really exciting happened. Because Ash isn't here, I will leave it up to Katie to do all of the description.
Yeah.
What would you do on your watch?
Well, I want to spend some time working with my weapons on watch, just running through my basic forms, couple drills, still while keeping an eye out. Trying to replicate some of the movements that I saw some of the monks do.
Can I apologize real quick. Can I also give her a heads up about my lizard friend?
Yeah.
Thank you. Heads up.
Are you going to warn her
Thank you.
about the whole don't get zapped
Yeah,
by
just,
thing?
yeah, exactly.
Alright. Aw, you roared for us.
Oh no.
Who's giving you smooches over the phone?
Why? You jealous?
No, I'm curious.
Answer.
It's a kiss over the
Stop.
phone. Who's that?
He is Allie's mom's puppy, and he gives hugs. Like, if you go into Ship and Shack, he puts his paws on you, and he hugs you, and then he climbs in your lap, and he's just, I'll show you pictures
We need to go
later.
right now. We need to go. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We've got to go get puppy
They're not
hugs.
open right now.
All right, football chick, what kind of puppy do you have? I'm waiting on that.
He's my
So,
best friend away from home.
You're working on your weapons. You're running through patterns and katas and all that good jazz.
Yeah, probably quite horribly, as I've never
Well,
done it, but I'm
the best
enthralled
thing,
by this.
the best thing about patterns and katas and whatnot is you just pretend you're fighting something. Oh,
Yeah.
boxer, really? English boxer?
He's beautiful, is what he is. Here, I'll find a picture real quick.
I love boxers. They are fantastic.
They're
dogs.
good dogs.
I'll find a picture.
So yeah, while you're doing that, roll me perception.
Oh, me? Sorry, I was
Yeah, you're-
trying to. Perception.
I don't know what Ash's is.
14.
Ash is going to be working off of that concept too.
Ash rolled a nat 20.
Serious?
Yeah.
Alright.
What? No, I didn't. It was a
No,
14.
I rolled for Ash. Ash rolled a
Oh,
nat 20.
yeah, Ashton. That's cool, baby.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that is a cute little puppy.
Oh,
Okay.
baby.
You're
That is a
right.
cute little puppy.
But he probably.
Alright, stream's done. We're gonna go find a dog.
Yep. See, thank you guys. Next time. Bye.
I know.
Need to see a lady about a dog. So you roll a 14. Oh,
Yes.
That is gorgeous. I'm kind of jealous.
He's such a baby.
I grew up with Pembroke Welsh Corgi. That was my that was my puppy for many years. So while you're working on all this stuff, you don't see the lizard.
Okay.
You do, however, see every so often some beetles that skitter about.
Somewhat.
Beetles
Oh, okay.
that skitter about across the rock.
Just long as they're not scarabs.
No, these are beetles, but they're different from anything you've ever seen before.
Okay.
Every so often while this is happening, you'll watch as something from these stones, something will go, and a beetle will disappear. And it's quick. It's almost impossible to make out what it is.
I want to watch and see if I can figure it out.
You can't. Ash, however, does.
Stuck up elvish prick.
God, you guys should let me NPC you all the time.
So
I
Ash
died and you NPC'd me.
Ash watches.
Actually, you died after him.
I'm sorry.
Ash watches just the same as you, and you are summarily told that it is again some sort of reptile, or what looks like a reptile.
Okay.
Oh, good! Wow, that's a long drive.
That is a long drive. That's just south of Kansas City.
Yeah, it's like 16 hours.
Hey, Big
No,
Wheezy.
It's 11.
Okay.
Hi, Big
Was-
Wheezy.
We didn't see Big Wheezy yesterday. Tell him he's a fit.
Yeah, it was.
He was
Was
there.
he?
Yeah.
Well, you might have stepped out. By the way, Big
Oh
Weezy,
yeah,
if you
because he
didn't
was in
catch
for
it,
long.
you've got VIP status with us now. You get a diamond by your name. Congratulations.
Yeah. Woo! Congrats, man.
It doesn't offer much right now, but as we get more and more going on in the stream, it will give you a few perks over regular people's.
It also requires you cook for us at least annually. Don't
Yeah,
think
one of
he
these
told
years
you
you're just
that,
gonna have to come
but
up here
that's
and
gonna
barbecue
be.
ribs for us. No, you can't take C's spot because C is a player. He's actually technically higher ranked
No,
than
no,
him.
no. They meant as for dragon scales.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
What am I missing?
I just realized who he's talking about.
Vistra.
Welcome back.
This is how we have Taya without actually having Taya.
Oh,
No,
this is
because-
gorgeous.
It's Seek, not Seek.
So this, all the little arguing and stuff for the last
Was
like, 2
going
days.
right over her head.
Okay.
Well, it's also only like half paid attention to.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Y'all are adorable. That's what I'm saying.
Ash explains that it looks almost like another reptile.
Okay.
Only there's no features to it.
Gross.
Like a snake.
Almost. But all it does is pop out of the hole, and it looks like it almost pierces the beetle and
Oh.
pulls it back in.
Ah! Could it be a part of something bigger?
My guess.
Heck. Alright, well, I'm gonna just continue with my forms then, but still keep in watch.
Ooh, how'd that work?
Yeah, how was
how's
it?
the movie?
What's up, babe?
Can we go on a lake with my friend?
Which friend?
Rosa. Me and her mom were on the lake and the last time we were gonna walk with the girl with the black puppy.
Oh, I don't care. Just let me know as soon as you're back. And only around the lake, nowhere else. And wear sensible shoes. Those are gonna give you blisters.
Enjoy your steak, and I'm glad the movie was good.
Steak.
Ooh.
I do want to see the new ones. Cause
Okay.
I was not impressed by the previous one.
Really, I had fun with it, but I was also only in half watching it before I watched it.
You also have to take into
What else were
account
you doing?
Nothing.
Oh no, you can't say
he
that.
was making out in the back row.
Were you?
We were actually at a drive-in.
Ooh, even better.
Yeah.
Is that the first movie you've seen in a drive-in?
Partially saw the drive-in.
No, because the first movie that played was Maleficent.
Okay.
Oh, I liked Maleficent.
The second one comes out on my birthday.
My first and only drive-in movie. I was 12 years old. We pulled in and watched Gremlins right after it came out. And I'm not shitting you, the moment that Mowgli went in the water, it started raining outside. You want to talk about torturing a kid for the rest of the movie?
That was a good movie.
I wish we had a drive-in up here.
Drive-ins need to make a comeback.
They do. Okay, our age is showing. Back in my day,
No, because there's There's 2 active ones that I know in Missouri. There's one in Independence.
In Missouri, honey. Missouri.
The
They're
last
like 80 years behind the rest of us.
Gremlins was amazing. You've never been to a drive-in? Oh.
I think there's
I
one
haven't
left
either.
in Minnesota.
If there is, it's down towards the cities.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Okay, so watch is over,
yep.
right? Yeah.
And morning rolls around, you guys are fully healed, you have all your spells back, yada yada, and all that good jazz. You should know what to do by now.
We do.
All right. So
There we go. We can go to Ohio, make a road trip.
Wait, who's in
we can
Ohio?
go see Ned and Tim if we go to Ohio.
Exactly.
See who?
Ned and Tim
Oh.
from Good Wars.
We have geek friends everywhere, yo.
All over the state.
Yeah, most of them are down by the cities.
Okay.
It's like
Really? You got to see Endgame at a drive-in theater? Now that is jealous worthy.
I'm
That's
jelly.
kind of cool.
So you guys wake up in the morning to the sun having moved backward almost.
Gotcha.
If this is noon, the sun will go, and then almost like a typewriter, it shows
Gotcha.
right back up here.
Okay.
Do we hear it? Zzz,
And no, there is no bell. There's a scream from the heavens as Ra is like, dang it, I can't get to the underworld. So
Oh, fun.
as morning rolls around, you guys can break camp. You guys are intent on heading down to check out what this cave opening door thingy is.
It was the monks that sent
That should
us
be
here,
like
right?
halfway.
They suggested you look around this area, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It was from Seafood.
Right. It wasn't. We're not looking for the necromancer or whatever.
No, he said that as you were making your way east to find the Death Eater, there was what looked to be a plain outcropping. There was something interesting.
Okay. Then let's go check it out.
I agree. So does that mean you want to go first then? Or should we send Kita first to look for traps?
No. Well, I feel like people wouldn't. I feel like people wouldn't really be laying traps out in the middle of nowhere. You know, we're in the middle of the desert and there's nothing around for them.
You never grew up with a sister, did you?
All right, you go first then.
Kita, we think you should go first and look for traps.
Oh, thanks, Big Lucy.
That's why I laughed a minute ago.
No, I'm trying a new strategy for getting my dice to roll better. I am rolling both sets of my dice until I get double max. And I've been able to get out every single die except for my d20s.
Yes, because there's a 5% chance of getting double that 20.
I did it on my d12s.
Yes, there's a significantly higher chance. So, there is an opening in the rock outcropping that has everybody's attention.
I'll go first.
I just push past it. I'm just charging in.
Do you have minis?
Yes.
Because you're probably going to need them.
I have one.
On top of that, you're probably going to need a cartographer too.
Not it.
I actually am a cartographer in this game. I would love to cartograph.
Cartograph?
You remember what happened last time? It's gonna look just like that. Oh, I'm gonna use the brown this time. Or should I use black? Brown?
Either one.
It's a cave.
As long as it's not the red one. The red one stains.
It's not red.
Yeah.
Not red. This is not red. What am I drawing?
Ooh, what are you playing?
What?
There we go. That can be
What am I
cagey for
drawing?
now.
We'll start on the left of the map here.
Well, we're
Over
glad
here,
you
okay.
swung in while you cook it, Lizzie.
Ooh.
Homebrew! Awesome. Are you DMing or playing?
Nice.
Just saying. Just saying. Can I have the mini box, please?
Oh, Loxy approves.
Oh, come on.
Alright, so
Nice.
what is Frostbeard?
Frostbeard
He's a
is
dwarf.
I think he's a
See you, Big Wheezy.
How's his constitution?
Ooh. I said he was a wizard at one one point, I think. Maybe.
Okay. So starting there, the opening is only going to cover a 5-foot square. It's actually thinner than that, but because maps are maps, it just make it a 5-foot square. It goes in about 10 feet before it starts to open up into an actual 5-foot egress.
Okay.
It does descend, but it's not stairs and it's not steep.
Okay.
You can feel that it is going downward a little bit. As you get into the opening, you all see that this is an interesting stone on the inside. It's porous, and it's this ruddy red color. There is a very slight breeze. Awesome. Clerics are awesome.
Ooh, fun.
And an elvish cleric too. What it says. There is a slight breeze which seems to waft through, but it feels like it's coming
Deal.
from all the little holes.
Hmm.
But it's not strong enough.
You realize you have to make brownies and send them now, right?
Yeah.
It's not strong enough. It's not strong enough to make
I'll make
whistling or
brownies
anything
anyway.
like that. There is a lot of movement in the cave as you get here too. As you can see, insects and lizards all over the place.
Anything dangerous or venomous?
There are, but it's one of those they're more scared of you than you are of them
Okay.
type situations as you guys make your way in.
Oh,
It is also dark.
that was my next question.
It starts to get.
I'll go first because I have dark vision.
It's dark in here, but because of the preternatural sunlight that you have going on, it's like being in a moonlit area. No, she was getting hit on by these guys the other day. She was asking chat to hit on her, and they weren't.
I was not!
Yes, you were. So
Then maybe you should pay more attention to me.
I was paying more attention to you.
Yeah, when they started hitting
So
at
there's
me.
bugs and stuff in here. Venomous, nasty things, but they're not scared. They're scared of us, so don't
Yep, they
worry.
kind of skitter about. There's a few more of those. There's a few more of those lightning lizards that you see.
Oh, any of them, my friend?
You can't tell,
Joshua!
right?
Start,
Joshua.
start calling out to him.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't know his name yet.
Damn it.
You only had a little bit of time to work with him. Ha ha.
Did you lose it?
Yep, your die ran away.
Oh, found it.
Okay, otherwise I can go under after it.
It's okay.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
Go on.
It's okay.
Where is it? Nope, wrong direction. There it is.
I might have to go longer than 8
Oh, he's a little bit.
Okay.
So I think we're already at like 6.5, 7.
So as you guys make your way into this room, you also notice that
Aww.
as it goes in another 5 feet, it starts to expand even more till it's about a 3-foot diameter room. Or not 3 foot, 15-foot diameter
Oh,
room.
15. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'll just...
I was thinking 3 squares
We'll
instead of
fudge it.
3 foot. And you being right there, as you're looking into this place, and it is not quite circular, but it is kind of rounded
Should count
off.
that.
Can we see how far deep and all that jazz?
Say again.
How deep is it?
Tall enough for you guys to move around. There's a feeling that it's been cleared out, but it doesn't have that shaved, clean look to it.
Okay, so it's been... Someone hollowed it out and they just didn't do a great job at it?
Or they tried to keep it as natural as possible as it happened.
Okay.
Because it looks like whoever did this was trying not to disturb too much but still make it comfortable to move around.
Okay.
While you're looking at all of this, you see that there are two paths. One just a little bit ahead of you and to the left.
Okay.
I'm giving you a little bit of leeway on how you.
Okay, I will just sort of.
And that one looks like it has been worked into a slope.
Downwards?
Actually, yep, and it's
Okay.
it's smooth, but not the not like a slide smooth.
Okay.
Just worked so that it wasn't dangerous to walk. To your right, almost immediately, there is another path.
We're getting very close to what I ended up drawing the last time you had me draw something.
There is a natural opening that goes that way.
Okay.
And it creates another 15-foot area.
Okay.
There is no passageways in this one.
It's just a big open 15-foot
It's
space.
a 15-foot space. The only the defining feature in there is the floor has been worked to a small bowl that looks to be about 4 inches deep
Interesting. Okay.
and covers the majority of the floor.
Okay.
Roll an intelligence.
Uh-huh. Oh, that'll be a 4.
That'd be a 4? Yeah, you're not sure why.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Keita, look at that. There's a big bowl in the floor.
What?
Roll me that intelligence. I know you were curious.
Yeah, no.
What'd you roll?
Total?
Yeah,
Street intelligence.
yeah. You have even less of an idea of what it's for.
It's pretty, though.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
I'll admire the craftsmanship.
I've rolled doubles of almost every single number except for 20.
Right.
Ooh, cookies.
Honey,
Alright, coming. Yeah.
roll me an intelligence.
There's a bowl in the floor, and we think it's pretty.
I think it's pretty too.
In total?
Wait, I'll roll for Ash.
And Rick, a 5?
Oh, okay. Ash rolls a nat 20 again.
Again?
Ash knows everything.
I think this is the best Ash has ever played. I'm
Ash,
just
you are
saying.
welcome.
Yeah, Ash, you were doing amazing. So Ash walks in behind you guys, looks at the bowl, and goes, Krabby Patty did pretty good too.
Well, better than any of us did.
Ash looks at you, Grug, and goes, how often does it rain in this desert?
That's a great question. How often does it rain?
Feel free to answer that.
Let's see. Well, it doesn't rain often because it's a desert. But when it does rain, there's water in it. I roll an intelligence
Oh,
of 4, by
honey.
the way. So,
No, that was to figure out what the bowl was for.
I'm just saying that's an example of how smart I am.
No, your intelligence is what, an 11?
When Ash says that,
Yeah.
I want to take
That
up.
means you are high school educated.
You wouldn't know it by my rain cycles.
Wait, what's your intelligence?
11.
Oh.
I actually rolled pretty well for this game.
Ash says that I'd like to take out my water skin and then ask, should I put water in it? I'm gonna try and put water in it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna-
Oh, good idea.
I like that idea.
We're gonna get so much done today. How often does it rain in the desert?
Hey, at least I've rolled like 3 nat 20s today already. Let's quit
I
wasting
rolled
them.
like 20.
Yeah, that's cheating. I'm rolling them in game for a character that is not even me. So you put your water in the bowl.
So you are dumping water in the bowl.
We're here.
Yes.
We're dumping water in the bowl.
As you dump water in the bowl, one of the first things, you've been in the desert for a while. You've seen what happens with a lot of this stuff going on. And it seems that this land is very, very thirsty. All the time.
It's a desert.
Right. You pour your water into this basin and it pools.
Okay. I
The
feel
ground does not soak it up. It just,
Well, it's rock, right?
it is a rock, but everything that you've seen so far is somewhat porous.
Oh,
Well-
fair.
I have 2 water skins, so I'm going to empty one of mine into it, and then I want to look into it.
You see very little because there's not enough light to cause a good reflection.
Why don't you try
I
jumping
light
head
a torch.
first?
You see your reflection in the torch.
Jump head first, see what happens.
I
I've done
touch
it.
the surface of the water.
It's wet.
Does anything else in the chamber change when I pour the water in the basin?
Wait,
I'm gonna say how
I think Ash has create food and water.
Ash has create water.
Yeah, I think so.
Ash would like to create water, and I bet he'll roll a nat 20. He rolled an 18. Bloody hell.
You don't need to roll anything.
I don't care.
Thank you, Crab. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Don't start with Mulan with us.
Oh god, that's just
If I was my real size, your cow here would die of fright.
my
Powers are beyond your mortal imagination. For instance, my eyes can see straight through your armor.
How much water does create water? You got a
10.
PhD in front of you.
10 gallons, I think. I'm just here for the rolls.
Hooah! We should get down to business.
I am not a lizard. I don't
And
do that
defeat
tongue
the
thing.
Hooah!
Down, Bessie.
10 gallons.
That's a lot.
Okay.
They just pop around the hills like daisies.
And you're going to have Ash cast this spell.
Yeah.
Sure. He's not doing anything else except rolling nat 20s.
I'm gonna ask him to make it rain.
And I'm gonna fill up my war skin. Sounds like a sprinkler.
I know, right?
That was like
Give me an idea of how.
Fill up my
That's
war skin with his
almost.
water.
Well,
As you,
'Cause
as
we'll have a
the
little bit
water,
of it too.
as
Yeah.
the water deluge starts to appear in this small 15-foot room,
That's a fun word.
Yeah,
I like
can you do
deluge.
something about this deluge?
the basin fills up really, really quick.
How quick?
Really?
Really quick.
Okay.
Because it doesn't quite hold 10 gallons.
So we'll get
Matter
our
of
feet
fact-
washed.
The water just starts to spill out into the next room, and
Oh, quick! Stop drinking it.
but
no, let it spill.
you also watch as a ton of critters start to emerge from the walls, going for the water.
Take a step back because I know that
Yep.
some of these are venomous and / poisonous. So I'll grab,
Flashlightiness.
I'll grab these 2 littles by their hair.
Ow!
You're welcome.
You
Be
see,
careful when you do that.
you're gonna grab my hair.
Right. Just saying.
There is a right and wrong way. I can't fault you there.
But you see all manner of creatures start to show up. Reptile, amphibian, there are rodents and whatnot. All sorts of critters start to show up.
Is Joshua there?
You're pretty sure Joshua is somewhere around there.
You're gonna keep him named Joshua.
But you have, after playing around with this, it's kind of the idea that whoever built this basin wanted to make a watering hole. So when it rained, it would gather for a safe place for these critters to go.
Okay.
Because none of them are actually attacking each other. You know, the lizards aren't being attacked by the reptiles, aren't attacking the amphibians or beetles or bugs or whatnot.
Oh my.
Oh, please tell me somebody saw that picture with the lion, the tiger, the bear, and George Takei.
Yes.
I was in tears. So, you've got an idea of what that room is for.
Okay, so I'll turn around and go down the hallway then.
The little pathway down
Yeah.
there. And again,
Oh, and I'll say bye to Joshua.
Joshua doesn't respond in a language you can hear.
What a freaking ingrate.
Alright, feed him and water him and Doesn't even give you a shocking drastic goodbye.
Oh,
That would be nice.
that was awful. Okay, so we're continuing on. I still have my lit torch, by the way.
That is a good thing because now you can see.
Sorry,
it.
I'm not trying to like hit you.
Here, let me move because
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
mess
no,
with
no, no.
I'm still going first because I can see in the dark.
Well, fine. Then I'll go in the rear with the torch.
Alright.
As you make
You
your
don't
way down,
Move fast
the
enough. I'll
passageway
recycle.
goes probably 15 feet before it starts to turn into actual steps. The water that's spilling out from the 10-gallon deluge is actually starting to trickle down the stairs. You can see that little rampart that you guys just walked down does help the water keep going. You continue following this.
Very good drainage systems.
Yeah. You continue going down these stairs, and it starts to become a bit rigorous. Rigorous.
Rigorous.
As a matter of fact, at least one of you starts to recite Kung Fu Panda. Aha! Stairs! My nemesis!
Or go down.
Going back up is going to be a.
I would like a perception from each of you.
Grug rolls a nat 20.
Woo!
Nice.
I'm good with that.
Ash
18.
rolls a nat 19.
Nice.
These dice love me. What'd you get?
18.
18.
18. Wow.
18.
Good Lord.
We are perceptive.
You are very perceptive. You are aware of your surroundings.
What's your favorite food, Vistra?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Actually,
We're gonna
Vistra's
lose a
favorite
player.
food is
Get a
honey.
girl. Honey?
Vistra's favorite food is honey.
We need to get honey meat on break.
Yes.
Thank you, Big Wheezy.
As you're making your way down these stairs and realizing that these were carved, you also realize that there's no dwarves, there's no indication of what might have done all of this work. The closest thing that even jumps to you guys' head is the monks who knew about this place.
No sugar for me.
They're sending us down here to our deaths, I bet. With demon spawns.
They're
Another
not demon spawns, they're tieflings for Pete's sake. What are you, some sort of barbarian?
Well, actually, he is.
as
Just
you
like,
can-
he's almost like Utgar, but without the cute ears.
I have ears.
I'm saying. He does have ears.
Does he even nose?
That actually scared me a little bit.
That'll teach you.
that's definitely high five worthy.
Ooh, burgers are always good.
Something smells like it's cooking too much.
No, it should have 4 more minutes left. Kate, can you peek in the oven and just make sure it's not. And don't sit like that. You're gonna break a leg just like his.
Oh god.
Or you're going to hear the absolute fantastic sound of child head going,
Okay, turn the oven off, but leave him in there. Thanks, Anne.
There's some smoke.
You know, maybe I will go look at that real quick.
I've been in a kitchen for over 16 years. I know my nose.
Oh, okay, it's not that. It's when we had pizza the other night, some of the cheese dripped all
something
off.
dripped. Okay.
So it's,
That makes more sense.
It's
Aiden?
fine. It's got 5 more minutes.
Open that window.
Yeah.
We've done it.
I'm waiting for it.
So has Auntie Roxy.
No ribs? Ooh.
That's the
Ribs
joke,
would be nice.
is that my Aunt Roxy uses a smoke detector as her kitchen timer.
Oh, so
my
she knows it's
God.
done when the smoke alarm goes off? Perfect. Cool. I like that.
Okay, welcome back.
As you guys are making your way down these stairs, it's natural that people place their hands on walls for stability and things like that. You start to feel less of the rough stone texture, and you start to feel as it smooths out, as more and more of this is being worked. The stairs kind of spiral around
Okay.
and then spill out in the same direction you've been walking down.
Okay.
But you've spiraled down, by your guess, for almost 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
Would I have an estimate of about how many feet that might be?
3 minutes of walking downstairs is probably close to.
That's
My guess would be about 8 stories.
Okay, so
80 feet.
80, 90 feet? Okay.
80, 90 feet.
I'm a cartographer by trade, or I was, so I'm just...
Yeah, your guess is between 80 and 90 feet down.
Okay, but then still going in the same direction.
Yeah, when it spills out, it's facing the same way.
Okay.
So still go a little bit further.
It
still.
opens up into an actual chamber that is 25 feet long and 15 feet wide.
Ooh. Krabby, sing me the song Your People, man.
Right?
And see how he calls it soda? That's
You
acceptable.
said 25 feet by how much? Sorry?
15.
Okay. Got it.
And as you enter this room, you note that there are little.
I feel like you're only talking to me at this point, so
No,
keep going.
There's little carved tiny alcoves carved into the ceiling with sconces.
Are they lit?
Negative.
Okay. I would like to light them.
Aha.
Would you look at hand
I have a
torch?
tinderbox.
So you're just gonna spark at it?
Well, actually, she got a lit torch already. We could lit torch it.
That's why I have.
Wait, hand me Charmander, quick.
No.
I was told no. I was gonna
You are
do it.
not going to abuse Charmander's tail. If the fire goes out, he dies.
Well, don't leave him on a rock in the middle of nowhere then.
While it's raining.
You're fine, Big Wheezy.
Create water.
Yeah,
Squirtle, use Hydroblast on his tail.
I don't think we can be friends with them anymore.
No, we should.
Squirtle's
Wait,
the
what are you
best one
guys doing
anyway.
again? Because we're going to road trip here shortly.
So, as you make room for Katie to walk in and light
Sorry.
these torches and sconces, you put your torch up there and you hold it there for about 30 seconds and absolutely nothing happens.
They don't light? Okay.
But they glow.
They
So you know that the heat from the torch is definitely doing something, but they don't ignite. But when she steps in with the torch itself, and the room becomes a bit more to see, even with your dark vision, you were starting to see details, but it was one of those, ooh, sconces, here, you can light those, and then you turn around and get a much better look at the room. There are carvings all about this room. And they are carvings similar to what you guys saw before you went through the gate,
Okay.
the hieroglyphs and whatnot.
Yeah.
You recognize them as similar to the hieroglyphs and whatnot you saw in the area under the sewers. So it's got a bunch of, not the exact same. Not like that. What you're noticing as you bring that sketch up, you're noticing that those symbols must be a form of alphabet because they're
I'm gonna
pieced
start
together.
pointing each of them out to Grog and be like, see, this one means green, this one means yellow, this one means pinkish, this one is dark orange.
This is completely facepalm moment for you.
Okay, I was going to say, to which I reply, I speak the language, I would assume, right? Yeah. Thanks, though. You're doing great.
I actually still have them all written down
So
on
does
my
she.
character sheet.
So does she.
Down the side of it.
You hear a very sardonic response from Grug.
Oh.
But I give her a little tussle of her hair so she knows that I think she's special.
Definitely one of those kindergarten preschool. You
Way to
did a good
go,
job.
sport.
Call me sport.
All right, Chief.
Don't call me chief.
All right, kiddo. Go get him, Tiger.
Tiny little halfling rogue rage.
Anyways, so what? I will take a look around. Can I decipher what these?
Decipher not so much.
No, okay.
Because it's more. This is more like reading an encyclopedia than it is a story.
That's riveting.
Extremely. It's also
He's okay.
creating severe cognitive dissonance for you.
Interesting.
Why?
As you start to read what it's talking about, and you start to recognize a theme of one of the deities. What? One of the deities that keeps getting referenced.
Oh, that's bad.
How
He
many-
just dodged that.
How many dragon skills does that cost? Because I might chip in. Sorry, continue.
Joe.
Just like that.
Continue.
Is Namun.
Sorry.
One of the deities that is referenced quite often is the deity of Namun.
Okay.
New moon.
Yep. Give me a moment here and I will answer the next question. Who is
Sorry.
Namun?
That was gonna be the second question.
Uh,
The first was gonna be.
Do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Just hold that right there. Just hold the
Is it
end
hold-
right there.
Here.
Yeah, just hold that. And I can figure out what.
oh, sorry.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. You can let go now.
I'm sorry I pronounced that wrong. His name is Kanu.
That's why I was confused.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kanu.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's why it was.
Totally.
Is depicted
That's you. Ah.
for each of you.
Okay.
I will actually bring it up here because it might be easier.
That I was gonna say that would work. I love that Twisted Drake's emotes show up on this channel too.
They show up on every channel, which is really nice.
I like that. Because no offense, but he's got a cute dragon one too.
He does.
What would that be offensive?
Because our dragon one is also cute.
That is the image that you see carved.
Some sort of goat
Oh.
man,
It's more of a bull.
bull man,
Well, actually, no. Sorry, you're right. Ram.
ram man.
Oh, ram
He's
you.
got the head of a ram. You see the familiar symbol
I've seen that before.
in the ankh,
I've seen that before.
just like the gold embossed ankh in the swimming pool that ate you.
I love that
Yeah.
pool.
And then this stave you recognize quite often as a symbol of power
Mm.
and status. You recognize the story behind Canaan as the protector of the source of the great river that runs through the city.
Oh. I don't know this.
I will relay this all to you, by the way. I forgot to say that.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm reading this aloud.
Well, you're also giving your own anecdotes
And
too,
my own.
because
And I'm
That was a Freudian slip and a half.
no, it wasn't. He did that on purpose.
yes, I did.
That was the most awkward pause we've ever had.
There was something I just didn't want to visualize, and you made it happen.
Okay, moving on.
Before the Sultan's city was
I
built,
hope that car drivers do their math.
the great river came down came down through the land, and the area that was settled was a flood basin. And it said that Canaan, guarding the head of the river, would send out this life-giving water to make the land fertile in this flood basin. The reason that it's causing cognitive dissonance to you is because you see depicted around him as his devoted followers and his voice among the people, the tiefling.
Oh.
I mean, what?
He is known as a creator of all that is living. He created the vessels in which the spirits were placed to make you, to make the animals, to make the birds. He is known as the divine potter, making from clay all of the things that live.
I've seen propaganda before.
You have. Actually, you have. But
They also sent us here. How convenient.
this is also in a location that is nowhere near civilization. And has all of the same hallmarks as that archaeological dig that you found under the sewers.
Frog, you smell salty.
I'd like to swing my greatsword in random directions.
I'd like to
Very
swing my
low to
sword
the ground.
at the darkness beneath my feet.
Help! It's got me!
That was one of the best things ever.
The best use of a deception roll
Yes.
Is the oven still going, sweetie?
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought
it's
you
off.
you turned
It's
it
off now.
Okay.
It's literally just
Why
sitting
I
in there
asked if it's
finishing.
still going. You also note that the water is not following you down here anymore.
Probably wasn't enough.
Correct.
So these drawings or whatever show that the god was not a tiefling, but that the god's servants were tieflings.
Huh.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
That is interesting.
They
It's
look
very
the most
interesting.
useful to deities than you are.
I think I want to defile it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Apparently I don't.
You were giving me a think. That means you didn't say it out loud.
Oh. I don't think I want to anymore.
Because, no offense, we could take you.
I would prefer
Redeem.
not to have.
Give Nat 20.
I would prefer not to have PvP.
I just rolled initiative before you did. I get that nat 20.
Oh, that's fine. Mine was to hit.
Can't hit without initiative.
Anyways.
And as you're doing this, making your way around the room, to your left is a doorway.
On this wall.
It's a wood-bound door.
Is it the only door in the room?
It is.
Okay.
The rest of the room talks about Canum creating all that is life.
How do you spell that, by the way?
K-H-N-U-M.
K-H-N-U-M.
Correct.
Okay. And then is there, other than the carvings, is there anything else in there? Or just
Nope.
an empty room?
This looks like, as if you were walking into a museum, they have that plaque that gives you a
Okay.
description. This looks like an introduction to whatever this temple is.
Okay.
Because it feels just like that temple you were down there.
Okay, so I will relay all of this very interesting information and how I might start to feel a little bit guilty about calling tieflings demon spawn.
Well, at least you're, mature.
I said night.
Night.
Just, it was a compliment. Can't you just take it?
No. And you can.
No, I'm hot-headed. Alright, well,
Well, that's
you want to
fine.
go check out the door, or shall I keep going because I can see in the dark
You
still?
can be hard-headed. At least you're not hard-hearted. That's worse.
I'll go
That's
check the
the
door.
goal.
Alright.
Oh, there's a door.
There's a
Okay.
door.
Yeah, he said there was a door. Weren't you paying attention?
I just drew.
I was distracted
I
by
drew
food and chat.
drew,
Come on,
drew
Trap
deletion
Finder, get
door.
with it.
You would be OG
Wow.
Trap Finder.
Ouch.
Alright.
Trap Finder's like the coolest thing that's ever happened in any of my campaigns. You should take that and run with it.
Just make sure you don't banish your boyfriend to another dimension.
Ah! I'm not the bad guy anymore. I love you. We'll have some mead and you'll love me again.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated. I want to keep going.
As you look at the door,
I will follow Grub.
it
For
is
now.
very well maintained. As a matter of fact, that's something else that starts to make a really interesting effect on you. This place is very well
Is
maintained.
it dusted and everything?
Clean,
Hmm.
well taken care of.
Interesting. I'm gonna still have my sword out,
Mhm.
just for giggles.
As you open the door, the first thing you're met with is an odor.
Mm.
The odor smells spicy
Mm.
and earthy at the same time.
Is it sandalwood?
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
It's my favorite. Sandalwood and amber.
It's the smell of incense, and it takes you a moment, but you recognize it as sandalwood incense.
Would that be Katie's favorite? Probably not.
Maybe that's the type of cologne that Othgar uses.
And
Starting to
there
think that's never
is
going to work out.
there is
You know, us being in different worlds.
immediately another room here,
Well,
much larger. It is a chamber that is 50 feet square. It lines up
50 feet square.
It lines up with the northern edge of the
which way's
room
north?
you're in. Me.
So this way?
Yep. 50 feet square.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
How's that for good math?
5, 10, 15.
Or good placement of the thing.
Yeah, props to the cartographers.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm actually using the cartographer
What
to help
is-
influence what my decisions are.
Actually, very.
Your squares are much nicer than my squares. My squares have things like this and that.
Well, I mean, I have a dip,
I can't see it though, so it looks good.
and I have a dip there.
You're
When
both
I
That's
dip,
not,
You're
that's
both
not on the line
pretty.
at all.
You're
when I
both
dip,
pretty.
you dip, we dip.
Okay.
You're both pretty, to borrow the words of Mel.
So, as you enter this room, because I'm assuming that's what you want to do,
Yes.
the door opens
Bless
completely
you.
silent. There's no squeak of hinges. There's no grinding of metal because the door is
Well
balanced. It is extremely expertly crafted. And again, well taken care of. You can tell that it's been cleaned, polished. Somebody brought the pledge and wiped it down. I mean,
Very stinky.
when you step inside this room, something happens in the previous room. All of the sconces ignite.
Ignite. That's interesting.
Of course I
I'm
do.
as soon as I'm in, or as soon as all three of us are in.
As soon as you're in.
Interesting.
Everything goes.
Oh, that's a +1. That's what that is.
And the room that you step into, you watch as 4 standing braziers, about 3 feet in diameter,
Can I use my pencil? Can I pencil back, please?
This one?
Yes.
I'm going to need a cartographer to help me out with this.
Huh?
4 standing braziers ignite,
Where?
and they are on the, that would be,
You're north.
North, south, east, west.
I did have it right. So on the east wall,
Ouch.
you,
It's like 4.
10 feet in is the
It's
first
not
brazier.
sharp, but it still hurts.
It's here.
Sure. Another 10 feet north is the second brazier. 10 feet in are 2 braziers,
Ouch.
yep, making a square. As those braziers ignite, standing in the center of it is a large carved statue of Kenan.
I don't suppose we have any incense, do we?
No. You also feel that the incense is from this room somewhere.
Is there any type of...
You guys aren't in the room yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just start looking around. Is there any containers?
There are tables about the room, and on different tables you see different things. You see pelts, you see jewelry, you see pottery. You see small boxes, some of them made of solid gold, about yay big.
Okay.
A couple of them very ornate and covered in jewels that are about yay big. I mean, it's just a gathering and collection of some of the most beautiful and pristine artifacts that, even though you're no archaeologist yourself, you know some of this stuff is ancient.
I can appreciate good craftsmanship.
Yep, you recognize that some of this is ancient, and some of it you don't even recognize because it hasn't been done in your lifetime. There are other carvings of cats. There are carvings of everything's made of clay for these carvings of all of the different races that you are familiar with, including tieflings, which you see two tiefling statues flanking the statue of Khnum, and they're kneeling as if offering something to him, and inside those offering plates is where you see the incense burn.
Okay.
Neat.
Cool.
There are carvings and embossings all about the room, painted, showing what you recognize as one of the creation stories. However, rather than talking about the humans doing all of this, it's all tiefling.
Mm.
Are we in the room yet?
I don't know.
I want to go in the room.
Okay,
We're in the room.
okay. You see all of this as well.
What do you make of this, Grog? I mean, do we have anything to offer while we're here?
Why would you be offering something?
Well, because it's always kind to address the gods of a foreign land where you're visiting, isn't it?
You didn't do any offerings in the previous temple.
We did too. When we were before we went down to the underworld, I made sure to give the priest extra, and I considered that an offering.
To the priest.
Well, yes, but I told him it was an offering to the gods.
And then you went into that temple that we wanted you to bring to Apep, and you didn't give any offerings to Apep, the god that was in front of you.
Well, I was a little distracted at the moment, to be fair.
That's true.
But, you know, now that I'm not being scared out of my ever-loving, undying frickin' wits, I would like to give an offering.
I'll just keep poking around the room.
Okay.
Any other doors or whatnot?
You would have to roll an investigation.
Which is my best trait ever.
Krabby Patty, I don't think was with us at first. I thought
I
he was
don't
eating
think so.
steak.
Yeah.
I think he was gonna bump in and out, though.
In total?
Oh no, but it still hurts. Investigation.
Yeah.
I would... Weren't you just bragging about how good you were at that?
Oh, I'm the best at everything.
How is it?
There's nothing in here.
How is it 1? Shouldn't it be 3?
No, my intelligence is just 1. 11.
Investigation.
Which is intelligence, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So I do get my... Okay. So yeah, I'll get my proficiency. Sorry, I'll get 3.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Because I'm like, I have on here that your passive is 12.
I'm doing that all wrong then, because I've got passive of 10. But sorry.
Then I have to change that. I'm not...
Well, do I
you
get
have
my...
a black dot next to investigation?
No.
Okay, then you have whatever your intelligence modifier is. I have.
Okay. So yeah, so I've got
10.
10.
Perfect.
Alright, well, I want to take... I do have some fragrant herbs, like sage and stuff, in one of my med kits. I would like to take that out, light it, and then set it on the offering plate.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Please be kind to Grog. He'll come around with the tieflings, I promise.
I don't.
You're not... You can't hear my inner prayers.
It's... Oh, sorry.
That's what I thought.
I was saying I don't to something else.
Oh.
Stay out of my outer prayers.
Alright. So you guys, as you're offering some of your smelly stuff to Kinum, you are aware of the fact that Grug is poking around the rest of this room.
Trying to find other doorways and whatnot.
What are you up to, Kita?
I guess I'm gonna kind of go along with what Greg's doing and start looking around.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
God, we're awesome.
6.
Awesome.
We're the best.
As
You
I
are.
finish my prayer, what are you two doing?
Just looking at nothing. There's so much nothing in here.
Looking for a way out.
Can I look?
What's Ash doing?
Good question.
Nice.
21, not 22.
For investigation.
Yes, please.
Alright. That's a very good question, as you don't hear Ash.
Ash.
You guys
Ash.
came-
At.
You guys came into the room.
I'll go turn around and look for Ash.
Boop. There's no Ash.
Where did he go? He was right behind you.
Ash.
Ash hat?
Ash.
You said it's well maintained, so there's no footprints. There's no footprints in the dust. Son of a.
I'll backtrack a little bit to look for Ash.
Well, you can't.
I can't?
You can't. Because
Why
right
not?
now you're investigating the room.
Oh, yeah,
Just
just
a
kidding.
21.
There's that.
Did he even come in here with us? You guys were right
I
in front
couldn't
of
pay
him.
attention. I'm not his mother. Thank God. I'm gonna make me an elf.
So yes.
Well, that
Ash
would be
is
a
now
really awkward
MIA.
explanation.
And Katie, as
Yeah.
you start to look around the room knowing what your sister and Grub were doing, you're playing around with all this good stuff.
Yeah.
And on the south side of the room,
Yeah.
near the western corner,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ed,
I can't reach my mini, love.
come figure out where on that south wall. You got 3 squares there. Which one
Right
do you want
there.
to stop?
Middle one.
That one? Perfect. As you're playing around with this, you notice that some of the imagery on this wall looks weird to you.
Okay,
And for
wait.
anybody who's ever played a seek and find type video game, there's always that one thing that's colored differently from the back of the screen that lets you know I need to interact with this. It has that kind of appearance to it. It's just different enough that it feels slightly out of place to you.
Okay. I
And
want to-
it looks very much like the wheel that you guys had to use for the portal to get here.
Okay. I want to play with it.
Okay. As you start to play with it, what are you doing? How are you fooling around with it?
Touching it and seeing if it moves, and if it does, how.
It does appear to move.
Okay.
It appears to rotate.
Do I recognize the symbols as the ones that...
You recognize that somebody made an effort to show that there were symbols. But
Okay.
because of the size of it, they could not get that kind of detail.
Ah,
It's only about that big.
okay. Do I see anything else in the room responding as I move this?
You were just kind of toying around with it.
Yeah, but now I want to do one of these.
As you kind of flip it back and forth a little bit, no, nothing seems to happen.
Kita, Grog, there's a wheel here. I'm not sure how you missed it.
I was busy looking for Ash.
Yeah, and I was helping him.
Where's Ash?
Where is Ash? You're his mother.
I'm not his mother. Thank God. Then make me an elf. Awkward.
Well, so, right, what are we
There's a wheel. Does anything? Do you guys see anything with the statue? Someone look at the statue while I mess with the wheel and see if anything happens to the statue or the braziers.
Oh, okay.
Anything?
I don't know. Let me turn around. I was just in the doorway because I was looking for
Do you
air.
see anything? And I'm gonna turn it and a little bit, and then wait a minute, and then turn to another symbol and wait a minute.
So you're literally, there's no symbols on it. It
Well-
looks like somebody made the attempt to emulate that there were symbols on
Right. I mean, I was gonna turn it like 10 degrees and then wait, and then turn it 10 degrees and wait.
it. Nothing.
Anything on the walls around or by it?
I mean,
Like next to the wheel? Is there anything else?
Can I read if
lots
there's
of
a,
embossing and stuff.
Can I read if there's instructions?
Push on it, Katie.
So you're gonna make your way across the room?
Well, apparently I'm the only one here wondering what happened to Ash, but yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
nobody cares about Ash.
Apparently
Except
nobody
for me.
cares about Ash.
He was kind of an ash hat.
Well then, all right. Well, then we're just moving on. I'll go over here and look for instructions.
So as you get over there, yeah.
Have to weave it in afterwards on the drawstring. But I want to do the handle first.
You make your way over there and start looking at the symbols and hieroglyphs. There's a bit of a story about an ancient magic before the gods populated the world with people that allowed the gods to travel from place to place. And their most trusted were given information on how to use these portals. They were given special gems that would allow them to control these portals to let them know where to go and how to get there. It was almost like a key. And the gem was different for each of their trusted.
Oh.
In order to go beyond this room, you must figure out what gem K'num would give his most trusted.
So what do we know?
Would K'num have been a god that I know and
Yeah.
worship, by the way? Okay.
Yeah, the only difference is everything you're seeing down here
Just
is showing that it was the tiefling, not the human.
Okay.
And the work that you see down here predates anything you're familiar with.
Are there, in any of the hieroglyphs or drawings or anything, is there any image of a tiefling offering a stone or a gem to K'num in them?
Yeah, 'cause it should still be
There's
there.
just a story of what K'num did and who K'num is.
And I'm sorry, K'num is the god of rivers,
I will reread it for you.
something about water.
Originally the god of the source of the great river. Since the flooding of the river in the flood basin, it brought with nutrients and clay that helped plant life grow around the river in that basin. K'num is also considered to be the creator of the bodies
You were gonna take it out of the case.
of the creatures that populate this world, made from clay while he was at his potter's wheel, and then placed with the female deities to give birth to them and breathe into them life.
Okay.
Wait, he gave birth to the female deities?
If
She
you were
wasn't
listening, you'd
listening.
have caught it.
So, Grog, any idea what kind of stone, or would it be a lump of clay?
Well, I don't know. I'm definitely not all that well educated in religions of this land, but
Are there any stones in this room?
oh yeah, are there any
Many.
on the tables? Are they arranged? What sort of?
There's no real arrangement. There's
Okay.
just they're laid out in a way that displays a tribute to K'num.
You said there's some clay pottery.
There's clay pottery. Almost all
Clay
of the
animals.
statues and
Okay.
animals are made from clay. There's all of the jeweled boxes and creations.
What about? Well, is there a specific color that stands for creation, Grug?
What were you thinking, Gita?
I was wondering, did all the tieflings like have the same, like skin color, or were they
They were
variations?
variant, much like humans are.
Okay, never mind.
Good thought.
So, the only thing I can think to try would be, from what I know about Canoe, which is admittedly almost nothing, my thought would have been to try water in the offering bowls. He's the god of rivers and all that jazz.
Yeah, but we were just told that there was a stone that he gifted. So I'm thinking maybe like green for creation, or maybe blue for the waters.
Look around.
Do I see a green or blue stone?
Yes.
How many green blue stones? Like, is there one that's both blue and is there an aquamarine?
Yes.
I'm gonna try the
There
aquamarine.
is an entire kaleidoscope
We're
spectrum.
going to be here a while if we're going to try every green and blue stone.
Can I make an educated guess?
Sure, you said you wanted an aquamarine. There is an aquamarine.
Do any of them have any special like markings on them?
Roll an investigation.
Any,
Can I assist?
any river stones?
Can she assist?
Yes.
Nat 20.
To you, Grug, yes.
So that's 21.
No, there does not seem to be any significance. There are some that have carvings on them, but they're simple etchings of animals or symbols.
Okay. Ooh. Do any of the symbols correspond with my list?
Quite a few of them.
Do we want to start pulling out the ones that correspond with that list?
I'll just try a river stone and some water in the offering
How
bowls.
so? Oh, in the offering bowl?
Yeah.
There's two of them.
I will. I'm assuming I found 2 river stones, and I'll just bloop, 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 bloop.
Okay, are you going to remove the incense? that's
Oh,
burning
sorry,
in
I thought
the
it was already burned out.
Somebody added more stinky stuff.
Oh, that's right. I was looking for ash. I was busy looking for our friend
Yeah.
Who's vanished?
who's gone and no one cares. Sorry. Sure. No. You know what? No, I'll leave it in there and I'll just and then bloop, bloop.
Outside of creating a very pungent odor,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens.
Damn. Well, I'll pour them out. Right. That was my idea.
Well, can I roll religion?
Yeah?
Shut up.
What's religion? What is God?
You know what religion is.
I want to try the aquamarine
Bam.
over at the little wheel. Is there an indent in the wheel?
Yeah, there's.
Okay, I want to try the aquamarine.
Okay.
Does it
Careful.
fit?
No.
Can I try and find a stone that might be approximately the same size and shape?
There's actually about a half a dozen.
Okay, well I scoop them all up and walk on over.
Of those half dozen, what do those half dozen look like?
Well, she was looking at gems, so she finds half a dozen gems, and let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Because of course I didn't write this down, I just had the idea of what I was doing.
How dare you?
I know. Bad DM's bad.
You're an adequate DM.
Only on Sundays.
Mm.
There we go. Roll me.
I wish Vistra was here, she'd know.
Roll me a 6-sided die.
Okay.
6 out of that?
Me?
I mean,
Whoever wants to start talking, we're talking gemstones here.
I got it.
Go ahead.
1.
And now a 12.
11.
This one as you start to play around with it, it's got a very deep brown color to it. And then it's got some black speckles on it with a lighter brown striping through it.
Okay, is that?
Wait. Okay, Kira, which one do you want to try first?
That's one of the 6 that you found.
Okay, what's the other one?
Roll me a d6.
That's an egg.
Yes, that's
A
a
5.
egg. 5?
That looks familiar. I wonder where you got that.
Roll me
I
an
don't know.
A what?
8.
8.
This one is a fiery yellow. And
Little more.
as you continue to look into it, you notice that the core of it actually kind of fades into a yellow green.
Oh. It's not malachite.
Nope.
A yellow green.
Yeah, the core of it is a yellow green, but as you get
I
out
can't
from
hear
the
you.
core, it turns into a fiery yellow.
No.
That's citrine, is it?
Nope. I'll give you one more guess and then I'll tell you.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Rocks.
Topaz?
Yellow sapphire.
Oh, okay.
cool.
Wouldn't have gotten it. But that makes sense.
There are 4 more. Who wants to roll for the third one?
Come on, Grub.
Alright, what am I rolling?
D6.
D6.
2.
And then a D12.
1.
Oh, you're gonna lose
This one, as you pick it
Can I
up,
sew it?
for a moment there, you actually get a feeling from it. This one almost connects with you. As it looks almost black at first. And then as you pick it up and you turn, you watch as the light hits different facets of it. And there is a dark crimson, not black, that makes up this stone.
Is it a form of garnet?
Nope.
Like an obsidian garnet?
I'm sorry, and what are we doing with these, by the way? Are we trying to see if these fit in the little thingy?
Trying to figure out which one we're gonna put
Does
in
this
that
one fit in the little thingy?
All 6 of them do.
I'm going to
So-
put mine in the little thingy.
Well, we don't look at the rest of them first.
Sorry, I'm going
That-
to put this one in my pocket.
That one would be recognized as a bloodstone.
Okay. It's bloodstone.
Well,
Now
maybe
put it in my pocket.
Okay?
Is it freaking awesome?
It's,
There are 3
Got a
there are 3
bloodstone
more.
in your pocket. This is freaking awesome. 4.
And then another 6.
And a what?
Another 6.
3.
As you pick this one up, the reason it catches your attention is this is one of the more. Ouch.
Oh,
Ouch.
sweetie. As long as it wasn't your charisma check.
these two are so cute. I'm loving this. Sorry, can we put this on hold and just pay attention to this right now?
I know, right? As you pick this one up, it is an opaque stone
Okay.
that is black.
Obsidian?
Why are you so red?
Opaque.
Oh, never mind.
And there is a slight iridescence to it. And
Oh.
it takes you quite a while to figure out what you're working with.
Yeah.
You have a black pearl.
A black pearl.
Ooh.
Right? I got one more, or 2 more, sorry, 2 more.
I'll do one.
I'll do one.
Okay, we'll start with.
We'll go at the same time.
Yeah, because that'll be confusing.
This will be fun.
Go for it.
You go
You
first.
can roll at the exact same time.
Yeah,
It'll
go
be
ahead.
fun.
1.
1, 5.
1, I need a D12. 5, I need a D8.
Eight.
3.
Awesome. So as Grug picks his up, it takes you next to no time to realize what you have in your hand.
Hi,
As the facets of it shimmer a brilliant, deep green.
I gotta show Allie what I
it's
did.
pretty. Emerald?
Oh yeah.
My pocket.
Light up.
Pocket.
Can you see it?
Joe.
You're gonna have to look at the computer. Can you?
I don't see you.
Where are you?
Oh, never mind.
You're good.
I have
You're
the wrong
good.
thing pulled up.
You're good. Yes.
Okay. That's why.
I had the wrong thing pulled up. I had the screen pulled up on my computer instead of. So, as you picked yours up, Kita,
That is
Yeah.
such a freaking awesome.
you have
I need to make that permanent.
what looks to be an opaque,
Take the needles.
light
I know.
blue
Maybe we're
green gem. Almost the same color as that hand sanitizer.
Oh.
Oh, that's where I left it.
I messaged you and told you.
Would that be
I did too. Oh, thanks, Allie.
turquoise? Okay.
She just gave us a nat 20.
Awesome.
She's a
Awesome.
sexy beast.
We can use that for our investigation.
Well,
check out where
actually,
Ash went.
she gave it to the next person to roll a die.
TBK.
Hey.
Thank you, Miss Fatal Pillow. So you have those 6 gems.
I think the aquamarine.
I got yelled at for trying to put my stuff in a thingy, so
Yeah, just another in your pocket.
yeah, so now it's in my pocket.
You tried to put your hard thing in the bowl and it didn't work.
I got yelled at for it.
Oh my gosh, you guys. And,
No means no. I get it.
So yeah,
We're gonna move on from
I'm going
this.
to go put my turquoise in the hole.
And it slides into that ring just fine. It's not snug, but it doesn't rattle. You have one too many spaces, sweetheart.
Well, it's also on a timer, isn't it?
Nope, those are different.
Oh, okay.
They're on 2 separate timers.
Woo!
So now you can both nat 20 us and not nat 1 us.
Okay,
There it
does
is.
anything happen?
She just said to put it in,
Does anything happen?
not when you slide it
I'm gonna turn it like
in.
turn
Which way?
Clockwise.
Or
Left.
anti-clockwise.
Oh god.
That would be anti-clockwise.
Oh god. We're all gonna die.
Shut up.
because Kita is left-handed actually.
Oh, now we're really gonna die.
Why?
Gods hate left-handers.
So as
Are you
do,
Catholic?
Apparently.
Sorry, that slipped.
I need something to throw in her.
Wait, what?
What? So as you grab the
It's in the
ring
middle, right?
and start turning it anti-clockwise, there is
Thank you.
depends on which side of the sea you're on.
Well, we're on this side of the sea. This is America.
America, where we bastardize every language possible.
Exactly.
Woo! Look at that.
Woohoo!
Oh my
Woo!
goodness, we have a new subscriber. Thank you, sweetheart.
I don't mind having used myself. Wait, that came out wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You are not sorry.
I'm a little sorry.
Miss Fatal
Ouch.
Pillow. We've also got a new
Ah, the little
Logo.
dancing thing in the corner.
we've got a new logo / mascot finally, so I'm gonna be working on
I kind of wish it was bigger.
Doing
I wish it
animations
popped
for
over
him.
the whole screen.
That's what I said, but I was told it would be too distracting.
I mean, it would be distracting. It just
And-
But it was
it
kind
would
of the point.
also be cute.
as you continue to turn this left, there becomes this resistance.
See?
There becomes this resistance.
Okay.
And all of a sudden it almost surprises you when it happens, as it gets click,
Oh,
and the ring just spins freely again
interesting.
and starts to get tight.
I'm gonna try turning it the other way.
As you do that, you hear
Yeah.
as you do
We
that
love Rob.
and start turning it that way, you feel pretty much the exact same thing. It starts to get tight, and then all of a sudden, click, and it's loose again. Almost like something's trying to catch and doesn't quite.
Can the stone go in any further?
Aw.
Okay. I'm gonna try taking it out so we can try a different one.
We love you.
When you take it out, I need everybody to roll a perception. Just the three of you.
Just the three of us. Yeah, because Ash is going to go.
Just the three of us.
14.
14,
Ooh, just the three of us.
15.
15.
Why did that get all 14?
And what did you get, young lady?
22.
22.
That's why she's
Well,
being so
you
smart.
were the one who's paying very close attention to what's going on. As you take the gem out of the wall, you notice that some of the statues around the room have turned.
The
And then-
statue.
Yeah, some of the statues around the room have turned. All of them were facing Canoe, and now some of them are facing at slightly different angles. And you notice underneath one of them, there's now an opening,
Oh!
small opening, only about that big. And there is something crawling out of it.
Ah! Never mind, not cool anymore!
Cockroaches?
It's a very weird thing that you see crawling out of it, as
Is it Ash?
it's moving
It's not Ash.
in a very fluid nature, but it looks partially like sand, and every so often you'll see what looks like a paw or pointed ears, and it'll go turn back into sand, and it's creeping out into the room.
Kitty!
Where is it coming from? Sorry.
It would be coming from the corner nearest Miss Angela.
So right here.
It would be coming from in that area. Oh, you guys have all the stuff.
Yeah.
This.
You need it?
Yeah, I need that.
Get out. Oh.
And this is just in time, too.
Just in time.
For him to leave us with another cliffhanger.
So I don't have a miniature that actually fits what I'm looking for.
What about in this pile of crap?
I'd need 3 of them.
Ah.
So the answer would be
So the answer is kind of.
alright. So we'll use these guys again.
Yeah.
This is not going to be perfect, Vistra. Just so you know.
So have 3 of
Hey,
them.
those were our bears.
No, those are
Those
basilisks.
are basilisks.
No, those were the bears.
Alright. Wow,
The bears.
19. Vistra's wasting all the rolls on the stream chat instead of at the table.
Can you name her though?
As you watch this happen, Vistra,
Mm-hmm.
what are you saying?
Hold on, she's spitting game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shut up.
I think it's adorable. 'Cause
So
you're
they
the
look
only-
like
You're the only one
No,
that's...
I'm asking you. Watch as this pops out, and you see what looks like paws. You see a pointed ear here. They're different minor shapes.
Because you're the only one that's
And-
noticed this.
Yeah.
Right, and it's starting to spread out.
I'm going to shove the stone back in the thing and try and like close.
Nothing happened.
I'm just looking at the wall, picking my nose.
Guys!
Oh, what?
What?
I flicked my finger away.
And as the 3 of you all look, you watch as the sand kind of kicks up into a bit of a spinning whirl. And from it, you see 3 shapes. And all 3 of these shapes look like jackals made of sand.
Ew.
And with that, we're going to go to break.
Of course we are.
We're going to grab some food and stuff. We're going to grab some drinks and stuff. Bulbasaur is still alive at our table.
Yes,
And
Amanda.
I'm going to leave Vistra to flirt with Wheezy some more. And we'll be back in about a half an hour.
You
Look
just
at
got
how-
called out.
Look at how red she
Oh,
is. I love it. Oh my god.
See you guys in a minute.
You
Bye.
got to feel-
Alright, welcome back, boys and girls. We are, again, playing Sand and Magic, the Egyptian-themed game that I am learning Egyptian mythos like as we play because I'm not quite that familiar with it. I do want to give a shout out to an absolutely wonderful person that has made things absolutely fantastic for me for quite some time. It is Alexis's, is Gabrielle, and my 1 year anniversary.
Oh.
So glad the camera can't see my face right now.
It can.
Oh, it can.
Yeah, you're on
You are
camera.
extremely embarrassed right now.
No, just touched.
Yeah. Today's our 1 year anniversary. We got married. She wrangled me in and put a ring on it. And now she's been happy for a while. Unfortunately, we can enjoy ourselves playing D&D too.
I tolerate you taking over my dining room.
You're welcome.
Our dining room.
Oh, that's
Our
right.
dining
Because
room.
we're in this together.
We are.
No.
So, where we left off, there were some creatures made of sand making their way into the
We gotta go
room
kill stuff.
from a pit in the floor that opened up after Kita decided to stick a turquoise stone inside a strange orifice in the wall.
Not the right stone.
And just for your information, that turquoise,
Yeah. Yeah.
you have a sneaking suspicion it's worth a bit of money.
Sleight of hand.
You want to sleight of hand it? Go for it.
That is still a 15.
You beat everybody's passive perception. Nobody notices you do that.
But barely. I want it to be known.
Barely. Kita, you almost, or Katie, you almost saw your sister pilfer the stone she was just using in the wall.
For the record, I don't judge. I was open about putting mine in my pockets.
Like straight up.
I just said it.
So,
I'm gonna respect this temple, my party members. Let's loot this shit.
I looted one thing.
I looted two things
I
so
don't know.
far.
What do you expect?
Some dignity.
And I'm an orc.
Oh, good point.
No diggity.
No dignity.
Sufficient amount of dignity in this temple.
All it needs is it's
Drawstring.
Yep.
And I couldn't remember if you wanted green or silver.
It's
okie
drawbridge.
dokie. So now I need
I'm
to
gonna
ask
look.
you guys that very familiar question that so many people enjoy.
Roll initiative.
Can I get your initiatives?
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
15.
For Grug, we have 15.
So wait, did our
Oh,
nat
oh.
20 and no nat 1
Yes.
go to waste?
No, they're still floating about.
Alright.
Well, I just nat 20'd my initiative,
Have fun
so
going first.
So can I get the initiatives from each of those?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Kita
23.
and Katie.
Thank you for cheering.
Welcome.
All the shamrocks.
Yeah.
I like the shamrocks.
I do too. How'd you do that?
It was on the list.
Oh.
Sort of like when you do emotes, you can change the image.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you got the puppy too.
Wait, what puppy? I'm a puppy.
There's a puppy. So, starting this off, Katie,
Aw. Yeah.
you see sand taking on various different shapes as it
Mhm.
spills out from this hole in the ground
Okay.
and appears to be approaching.
Well, crap.
I want to. I'm gonna brace and hold my action in case they, because I'm not entire. Am I convinced that they are aggressive, like they're out to hurt us, or they're just forming?
At the moment, they're spilling out in your general direction.
Okay, I'm gonna hold until they make an aggressive move towards one of the party members.
And for those of you at home, the creature that they are fighting looks like that.
We might want to start closing the door soon.
Yeah, there's already
With
getting
bugs?
bugs, yeah.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea.
I will go do that. Well, unless someone else wants to, because I'm first on initiative
I
list,
can.
or I can after my turn.
Or if there's a child in the living room,
They're oblivious.
He's expanding his brain.
He's reading. Oh, that does smell good.
I was trying to expand my brain. It didn't work. Okay. So Katie.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold, but I'm gonna call out in Draconic, because I remember from earlier they said Dragon God, so I'm gonna make Draconic. Hello there.
Where did you hear Dragon God?
Back when we had Nurak and, or not Nurak, whatever the druid and the two dragonborn, Lightning Fang and whatever, and they said something about dragons being deity and dragon. So in Draconic, I want to call out, hello there. We're just here to make an offering. It looks like we made the wrong one. Sorry about that.
Got it, Kaden?
Roll a deception.
We mean no harm.
Roll a deception.
I'm not being deceptive.
You are using a language that is not your own to persuade them not to attack you. Right?
All right. I'm gonna take that nat 20
Probably a good idea.
to give me a total of 20, because my deception's 0, because I'm not that kind of person.
Okay. Anything else on you?
No, I'm holding my attack in case they do attack.
You could make it persuasion if you want. I mean, you said you're not being deceptive, so you could use persuasion. I'll give you that one.
They're the same. They're both 0. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is the thought that counts.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It is you.
How do you know Draconic?
Because I took it as one of my languages.
She's an overachiever.
Apparently.
Turn down for what?
I'm going to pull out my magic daggers and
Sorry,
just
it's the...
kind of,
I think it's just a thing.
and I'm going to wait to see if they make an aggressive action. I will hold my action.
Okay. That brings us to. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out how to number those guys.
1, 2, and 3?
Right, but how are you going to keep them organized?
We can do it with dice. Like put dice under them or start at Andrew's and work towards me and call them 1, 2, 3.
Whatever's gonna help you guys keep track of this.
So let's do this. It'll be just like this. Put the third one in. Just put them in the line.
Wait.
Just put them in the line, and then 1, 2, 3.
When they start moving around the map, they won't be so easy to keep track of.
So we got orange die, no die, and blue and purple die.
Awesome. Whichever one you want to say is number 3,
Blue and purple die.
have it approach your party.
How much movement does it have?
It is going to move 30 feet toward you.
Oh, lovely, it gets to me.
Awesome.
Good team.
Okay. So that's that. And you see as the sand that makes up its form starts to rotate around its body. I need everybody within a 5-foot circle around it
Me.
to make a strength save.
Not me.
Yeah, about that.
What'd you get?
5.
Awesome. You are caught up in this sandstorm.
Whoop.
You cannot move.
Yeah.
You are considered restrained.
Lovely.
Oh boy.
And for those of you who are unfamiliar with that term, restrained, a restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Uh-huh.
Your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on saving throws of the dexterity kind.
It's actually not as bad. I thought melee attacks against you were auto crit, so that's not as bad as it could be.
No, auto crit would be unconscious
Gotcha.
and I think paralyzed.
Oh, paralyzed. That's what I was thinking of.
Which brings us to Grub.
Okay, well now that I can see that these things are indeed violent, right? Because I mean, I'm assuming that could be deemed as an attack.
It is whenever you deem it.
Oh, maybe did it do any damage? It didn't do any damage. It didn't attack.
Not yet.
It didn't attack you.
She is caught up in what looks to be some sort of whirling storm or sand right there.
Okay, I'm just gonna run over to her, grab her, and try to pull her out of this sandstorm, and attempt to back away.
Roll me a strength.
Check her, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
19.
19. You are capable of extricating her from this storm of sand.
Okay. So then I only used 5 of my movement. I don't know if that's going to count as any of my movement, but then for the rest of it, I'm just going to drag us backwards.
Okay.
And away.
So
I've got 35 feet of movement. If we cut it in half, I can move 15.
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay. Have the other two approach following. Okay. Just keep them moving pretty much together. Perfect. Kitty.
Yeah. I'm still hoping that one of them will listen to reason. Please stop. Don't attack us.
Okay.
And if they don't stop doing what they're doing, then I will attack the nearest one with my great axe.
You need
With
to
my
stop
plus
doing
one.
what they're doing.
Advancing in a menacing fashion.
Okay. Yeah.
They need to not be threatening.
You were just caught up in this sandstorm and you could see this face of a jackal, half human, half jackal thing inside the sandstorm. And it was very menacing.
Yeah.
And it moved around inside the storm.
Creepy. Well. I'm going to switch from my daggers to my bow. Is that a free action? Or no?
I'll allow it.
Okay. And I'm going to shoot at the one that tried to sweep me away.
Alright. It's very difficult to see through the whirling sand. It will be considered heavily obscured,
Okay.
so you will roll at disadvantage to hit it.
Whew. That would be a grand total of an 11.
11.
For a brief moment, you see the head of this jackal form inside the storm,
It's laughing at me.
and as the arrow flies right toward this thing's head,
Mm-hmm.
it vanishes into the storm, and you watch as the arrow is kicked off in another direction from the whirling sands.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I'm going to move to a more tactically advantaged place. 5, 15, 25.
Okay. Have number 3, the purple one, step forward 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I need Katie to roll a strength save.
Alright.
Or a strength save?
Strength save?
Yep, strength
Yeah.
save.
Very far, closest toward you.
Yeah, I know that's that one, but I was looking for that one. And it's gone. Oh, it's over here. Never mind. 7.
You are picked up off your feet and restrained by the storm of sand.
I kindly ask that you stop. And draconic.
Good.
Alright. Still no damage. I'll walk up to Kita and try to pick her up. And,
Katie?
sorry, yeah, and pull her out of
Roll me a
the.
strength check.
I certainly will do so. Oh, that's not as good. That's only a 15.
You are still capable of extricating her from this.
Okay, and then I'll do the same thing. So that was, what was that, 10 movement?
Yeah.
Yes.
So 10. Does it count as half movement then?
When you're carrying somebody, yes.
Yes, Krabby.
Is it
It's very
20? Okay, good enough.
rude.
Okay, good enough. Okay.
That's your action and movement.
I mean, they haven't actually hurt us, as far as I can tell. Maybe they're just trying to scare us out of here. So that's what I'm gonna do for now.
Okay. Have the other two move 10 feet toward you.
Towards me?
And when they move, you guys watch one of the goofiest things happen as they just go and turn into this pile of sand, and all of a sudden the sand goes shh.
Creepy.
So they don't actually walk.
Not that time.
Interesting.
Katie.
Alright, enough of this. I am going to move in front of the one closest to Sam, the one that's going towards my sister, without invoking AO with the others. I can make it fun.
Yeah.
And I'm going to swing at it with my +1 great axe.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a 9.
In total?
Yeah.
You swing, and as you do, you watch as the sands part.
Please.
Your blade just right through.
Please stop. You're being rude.
As you say this, and you're finally close enough, you realize that their mouths are moving, and it's kind of lost in the sound of the shifting sands. But the language that they're speaking is completely foreign to you.
What does the faces say?
That they're jackals?
No, I mean the facial expression. Even puppies smile.
Or meow handling. That'd be the best form of animal insight there is.
That's a 16.
16. They look like they're defending something. They look like they're aggressive.
Alright, bonus action. Ah! Raging.
She just went She-Ra on
Someone's
us.
raging, I think.
She just went She-Ra on us.
Yeah.
Alright. That brings us to Kia then.
Okay, upon seeing my sister in a rage mode, wait, is she, I mean, she's right in front of one of them,
Yeah.
so is she getting swept up by the
That one doesn't have swirling sands about it.
cool?
That's why I picked that one.
5, 15,
Oh, that's my
Bonus action, Xena.
Yes.
20. I mean, I can get there, but it's not technically considered flanking.
You can move through a friendly space.
Right, but I can't get behind it. Because if I get behind it, then I'm in the swirly sandy of doom.
The swirly
Gotcha.
sandy of doom doesn't reach that square.
Oh, so it's just that one.
It's a yeah. The
Oh,
other
then I
two
will
don't.
move there.
The other two don't have the swirly sands.
Sweet. Then I'm going to drop my bow, pull out my daggers, and stab it.
Okay.
And magical daggers.
I know they're magical daggers.
They're not magic question mark daggers, they're magical daggers.
Okay.
That's awful, I approve.
That is a 20
Would you do me a really weird favor? Can you scratch my back?
to hit.
A little bit higher.
which I'm guessing
I
hits.
don't want to get on the
Yeah.
tattoo
No,
though.
it's fine.
You can scratch the head and it will come off.
Okay.
Oh, yep, right there. A little bit towards you.
And that's 8 points of damage.
Oh, thank
So
you.
yeah, you swing your
No, you
dagger
missed me
in
right
to
now.
stab this thing that's made of sand, and you just watch
You
your sister's
did
weapon
gratitude.
pass through it, and all of a sudden you feel resistance
Ooh.
as your dagger cuts through it, and rather than the sand moving out of the way, you feel your dagger moving the sand. And there is a look on this creature's face. But what really gets you is as you tear through what looks like the chest of this thing, all of a sudden it changes shape. And just below where your dagger's cutting through, you see the jackal head pop back out.
Almost did it again! Well, my other one.
I kind of want to watch the mummy now, really bad.
I have one.
I think I might be spoken for tonight? Question mark? Ambiguous smile?
So, I'm sorry, but we don't actually do this that often. Offhand attacks.
Does not get proficiency bonus to hit.
Okay, that's still.
Without that feat.
Correct.
That should be.
Or wait, sorry. Does not get ability damage added. So you hit like normal, you only use the die for damage.
And plus ones is.
+1 to everything.
Okay, so that should be higher. Why is that not higher? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think
Math is hard.
No, I don't think I ever added my proficiency up.
So, how much damage did you roll for that first hit?
Well,
I mean,
No, the damage was right. It
for
was
the very first hit.
8 damage,
8 damage, thank you.
and I rolled a.
Konnichiwa.
Hello.
Hey!
How are you, Kai? In the sense that we are all sitting at the table together, yes.
I mean, I married him. Does that count?
Yeah, that one's married to me. It's our anniversary today. Okay, so we have a new viewer. Take just a moment, if you would be so kind. Grug, introduce yourself to Kai.
Hello, I'm Grug. I'm a half-orc barbarian, Storm Herald.
I'm Katie. I'm a barbarian fighter and I've got an axe. Want to see?
I'm Kita, and I am a halfling rogue.
She's my sister, but she's really adopted.
We are down 2 players. They're in another city right now watching
Cars go vroom vroom.
cars go really fast down a straight road. They might be watching them go left a lot too.
Oh, this is true.
I am not playing a character, I'm playing all the rest of the characters. I am, as you can see underneath my face, DM Thaco. This is Sand and Magic, a homebrew game based on Egyptian mythos.
Me either.
You'll also find that Bard in the North is DM for Dragon Heist, and DM Loxy.
Yeah, do you want to just ban quick? We have another troll.
Neat.
It's not a bad idea.
The answer is no. We don't play that kind of game here.
Yay,
so-
bans!
Where was I?
I rolled a 27 to hit.
On your offhand?
Yeah,
Dear God.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. So yes.
Yeah. So, but I don't get my dex to the right.
Yeah.
You don't add your
Yeah.
dex to the damage, it's just the die.
Okay. Well, plus the one from the bonus. So 2.
2 damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Thaco.
Alright, I'm gonna ask you very kindly. Either join chat and be polite, or I will remove you.
Can I ban?
Yeah.
Banning! Woo! That's kind of cool that we've gotten 2 trolls so far. We're moving up in the world.
That's... Okay. Kita.
That was Kita.
The purple one,
Yep.
have it move 5 feet. Is it diagonally behind the orange one?
Yep.
Okay. Have it scoot toward you.
Yep.
You are now within inside the range of its 5-foot square.
Why do they not like you? Both of you.
I don't know.
And they're totally leaving me alone.
Because we're cute and fluffy. That's why.
Maybe it's because I was the one trying to get out.
Drink save?
Yeah.
13.
13.
Yeah.
It is extremely difficult,
Mm-hmm.
but you are managing to keep yourself from getting sucked up in this storm. Grug.
Right. Well, I may really regret this, but I had an idea.
1/2 second, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You are in a heavily obscured area.
But I'm not restrained, correct?
You are not restrained.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's all right. So I had an idea that putting the stones in the thingy and turning the stuff did something.
Yeah.
I might regret it, but I think I'm gonna run over and try the stones that I've got.
Okay. Which one?
Well,
Because you've got the emerald.
I do, and I love the emerald. I
and
really
you've got
love
the bloodstone.
I don't really love the bloodstone, but I really like the emerald. Could I possibly? All right, so I'm just gonna run back over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with the bloodstone,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put the emerald back in my pocket. So I'm gonna go boop, 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 and then turn it clockwise.
Clockwise.
Yeah.
You feel.
If it's wrong, we're gonna get more enemies and we're all gonna
That's
die.
why I said I may regret this.
You feel
At least you're conscientious.
as you turn this. One, the stone slides in snugly, but not to the point where you feel it's grinding against the stone. It
Okay.
sets
It was made for it.
very well
Okay.
into this. And as you turn it, it starts to get it starts to get tighter. And then click, and it loosens up.
Okay.
You try again. As it continues to rotate, it gets tighter. Click, and it starts to rotate. It's like it's catching, but not completely.
And then I'll try it the other way just
And
for.
you get the exact
Same thing? Okay.
response.
So I'll plop that one out. Pocket it.
Roll me a perception.
Would love to. Oh, that's pretty good.
We're all gonna die.
21.
21.
Yeah,
As
probably.
you do this, you notice that the statues in the room have changed again.
Fruit
Mhm.
fly?
Right?
You caught a fruit fly.
Oh no!
Good job.
It's just protein.
Where the statues had started
There's alcohol in it.
where the statues, they were originally
Yep.
facing Canoe, they had all
That's what I
shifted in minor
Take
directions,
Really?
and now they're shifted just a bit more.
Okay.
I need everybody
Yeah.
in the room
Yeah.
to roll a Constitution save.
Oh, bugger.
Bollocks.
That's not bad.
That was bad.
Now remember, we have a floating no nat 1 out there.
I did not want it.
Good. Starting with Grug, you see as coming up from the
Ooh, nice
floor,
party.
Right.
Woo!
coming up from the floor, from
Good job,
underneath a
Krabby.
couple of the other statues,
Okay.
this strange fog, mist, cloud, something billowing out, and it's almost red in color.
Look what you did. Look what you did now.
You
I'm
can't
trying to
say
help.
anything, it's not your turn.
Look what you did. Damn it.
What would you say?
15.
15? Katie,
Yeah.
what would you say?
18.
Kita?
5.
Outstanding.
I feel like that wasn't outstanding.
Actually, it was, because only one of you got severely affected by this.
I wonder who.
I have no idea.
So, Kita,
Yeah.
all of a sudden this fog starts billowing up
Nothing.
around you, and you don't see it at first, but the storm that you're caught up inside here starts to change color into this dark red inside the sand, and it smells really sweet.
Oh, lovely.
It's that sickening sweet.
Yeah.
And as you
It's so
inhale
helpful
that
to you.
first time without realizing what's going on, you're hit with a sensation.
Mm-hmm.
You are, for the moment, considered charmed.
Ooh, candy.
For Pete's sake.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
But
Yes, oh, for Pete's sake.
in this case, it's not so much that you're willing to do something for somebody else. It's just that your brain wanders off something.
Oh, at least you're gonna die happy.
Yeah.
I can still say that because it's my turn.
And that's pretty much the best way to explain it. You're going to die happy.
So,
The two
quick-
of you, on the other
Skinny.
Oh
hand,
yes, sorry.
you did save against the charm effect.
So we're just gonna die.
Unfortunately,
We're not gonna die happy.
Right.
unfortunately, it is a poison gas.
Mmm.
You each, including the one charmed, take 4 points of poison damage.
Oh, lovely.
So that was my action. Can I quick try the emerald as my bonus action?
No.
Please?
No.
No. Right. Well, it didn't work. Let's see then. Would that count as my action?
Yes.
Can't throw javelin?
Poison damage, I still take everything.
You're stout.
Can I
Oh,
rage?
just kidding. Thank you.
Yes, because that's a bonus action.
I'm sad.
Do I want
It's
to?
a butt foot.
That's entirely up to you.
Right? No kidding. It's alright, Krabby. I gotcha.
I will not.
I'll defend you,
Okay.
bud.
We don't have a healer.
We don't need no healer.
The orange one
Yeah.
and the one that is not on a dial.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the sands kick up.
Yeah.
I need... have the orange one step 5 feet forward.
This way?
Yeah. I now need 2 strength saving throws each from Katie and Kia.
Are we getting TPK for the first time ever?
We might.
I'm doing okay.
You are?
I'm also relatively near the door.
So, what'd you get?
15 and 12.
Okay.
17 and 5.
Both of you somehow happen to be caught up in the storm around the one that does not have a die. You are restrained.
Grog!
Katie,
Huh?
Katie,
Yeah.
you're restrained. You have 0 movement, and you see this head of a jackal and half-figured form of a humanoid jackal
Yeah.
popping in and out of the storm that you are caught up in.
Bad doggy. Can I get out? Can I struggle to try and get out?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check.
That's where my mind goes.
19.
Okay.
Nice.
Am I free?
No.
Don't worry,
It's bollocks.
Don't worry, I'll come get you.
There are 2 storms going on, overlapping you.
Help!
So I made it just a touch more difficult.
It's fine. Help!
Also, I know that your strength save can be much higher than a 19.
Well, it was a good roll. It was a 14.
Mine can't.
I know.
I'm screwed.
Hey, at least you're gonna die
I need
happy.
somebody help. No, that's her. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
try
what I'm
doing.
talking to.
So what are you doing while you're struggling?
If we put the stones back, will you let us go? I'm coming.
There seems to be no response from it.
Crap. Grub, try all of them, quick!
Is that all you're doing?
What else can I do? Can I somehow, like, dig my nails into my palms for 1 point of damage to keep my rage?
You took poison damage.
Oh yeah, never mind. Just kidding, I'm fine.
Take 1 more point of damage though.
Bonus action, can I try and struggle again?
No.
No.
Oh
Ah,
We'll save you, Krabby.
nothing else?
That's actually not that bad for a wizard going out with -1 strength.
True.
Anything else?
No.
As
I'm
the
gonna
sand
cry a
whip-
little bit.
as the sand whipping about you starts to dig into your exposed skin, you take 2 points.
Like my face?
2 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
So guess what?
So 1 point.
You didn't have to tear a hole in your bones. Kita,
no. Yeah.
you are aloft in this storm, incapable of moving.
I'm aloft.
Yes. Both of you are aloft.
Oh. Okay.
That is why you have 0 movement.
Gotcha.
It's a good thing we don't wear skirts in this land. Ooh. Sorry, it's a bad
But a certain princess does.
That's a good thing she's not here.
I mean, Grug's in the corner trying to fit his thing in the hole still, so he's not, not worried about it.
Kita,
I'm gonna try and break free.
Okay.
And I don't.
okay.
I rolled a 7.
No, you don't.
Can I use my bonus action to hide? I am heavily obscured.
Explain how you're going to do that. You're going to hold perfectly still.
Yes.
I would say no, but that's adorable.
You do your best to hold perfectly still.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, you realize that the sands of this storm are whipping about you and tearing into your exposed flesh
Like your face.
as you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Oy. Help.
I need somebody.
Help.
The one on the purple one,
Yeah.
have it move 5 feet forward.
Maybe we should run away.
Ow.
Well, I mean, when we get out of here.
Alright. So that's that.
This is not the halfling you're looking for. We appreciate you, Krabby.
Yes, indeed.
As it attacks and cannot hit you. You're lucky. You, trying to hold perfectly still, watch as this sand-like claw from the jackal screeches out through the storm and slashes, but it just misses each time the claw appears. Grug.
Before I try doing my, I'd like to yell out to these creatures in Old Common. We're not trying to do any harm. We were sent here. We're not defiling this place. We're just investigating. Put my friends down, please.
It does not seem to be response.
Then I'm gonna go back to fiddling with my thing in the hole.
Okay.
Get it, Greg?
With the emerald.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you do, and you turn it, it starts to get really, really stiff. You're going clockwise first?
Yes.
Okay. It starts to get really, really stiff. And there seems to be this huge amount of resistance, even more than when you were using the bloodstone. And all of a sudden you feel it click, but this time it's almost like something broke.
Oh
Like when you're playing with a popsicle stick and you're just doing this and all of a sudden it just breaks all of a sudden.
Okay.
It has that kind of release, like something snapped.
no. Uh-oh.
And then you feel
Probably not good.
the dial pull in the opposite direction slightly.
Such a not necessarily a bad thing. Okay.
You're holding it still, but you can feel that
I will
pull.
slowly let it go to let it move on its own. What is it?
As you slowly let it go, the moment there's just that release of pressure, it spins.
Roll medicine.
And you can feel across your fingers from some of the ridges on it.
Mm-hmm.
and it starts to spin extremely fast.
Okay.
And as this happens, all of a sudden you realize that you can also hear this whining sound.
Jack tells us this is
And
going
it,
on.
yet?
and it reminds you of that one time you were
Different
helping move stone on the cranes that they have, and one of the ropes broke, and you just heard that
Okay.
that kind of whining sound.
Should I maybe take a step back?
I don't know.
I'll take a step back.
All right.
Game medicine checks.
As you
It's
take
like
a
when
step
Mr.
back,
Trump
you
pulled
realize
the
that
arrow
nothing is happening in front of you.
shoulder.
I'll maybe also
And
look
there is
around.
this loud crash.
Okay.
And as you turn and look, all of the statues have fallen over. All of the clay statues have
Okay.
fallen over.
We're not here to destroy
This
anything.
isn't good.
That wasn't my intention.
And
doesn't know.
from inside these statues, water starts to pour out.
We're restrained and now we're gonna
I'm
drown.
gonna grab that emerald back.
You can. It has stopped
Stop
moving.
spinning. Whip.
It has stopped
Okay.
moving. The water spills out. And you notice that it's following these almost microscopic channels in the
Okay.
floor. It creates this gleam of reflection of light as it spreads out.
All I want
And you
is to
notice that
break
there
you
is
out.
a beautiful
Get it out, Brady.
carving, microscopic carving that is now filled with water. Beautiful carving of Kanoon, and
Yes.
the tiefling around him, and they're offering up, just like the image that you see of the two tieflings and Kanoon right in front of you. But in front, you see, in front of his face, it's not in this room, you see the sun, the symbol of Ra.
Okay.
It died happy.
And
I mean,
slowly
I'm not
but
gonna drink
surely,
it.
this water spreads out all the way across the room.
How deep? Just
Microscopic.
Okay.
As a matter
Yes.
of fact, you're kind of surprised that there's enough water in those clay statues to have done this. But you also notice that the moment the water hits those creatures, there's a brief shudder in them, almost like pain.
anybody got a squid gun?
And once that finishes, there's a brief burst of light right above and in front of the Kanoon statue.
Okay.
That burst of light, you realize, is fire. Something burst into flames right there. And you hear another grinding sound. Yeah.
Now I got one.
Right,
What the hell?
right behind Katie. Right behind Katie.
Yes, right behind me. It's a little fly. Plug it in my drink. Hold on.
One second while I wait for her to come back.
I'm back. This is important, okay?
So right behind Katie, you watch as stone blocks, drop down from the ceiling
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
and create a stairway.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That's not
not
bad.
good.
That's not bad.
But they are within inches
Oh,
of hitting
good luck.
Katie as they drop to the ground.
Baby got back.
So that is what happens on your turn.
Okay, and I got the emerald back.
And you have the emerald back.
We need to run away. We need to run away.
Right? Stairway to Heaven. Which
is in
now brings us to that one that attacks Kia. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, fine. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Hi,
today.
uncanny dodge.
Nope, you can't move.
It was a good thought.
It was. I'll give you that. You take 8 points of
That's a
slashing
dodge.
damage
Owie.
as one of these creatures' claws reaches through the sand and
People think I was holding
materializes
my
almost,
hamsters. Gonna-
slashing into you.
Owie.
Let's turn the fan off.
I don't like that thing.
Because
That's alright.
Yeah.
It can't, for some reason, break through the tough hide of your sister.
I want to break free.
Katie,
How does that
Yeah.
help me?
it doesn't.
Can I? Am I still restrained by this stupid
You
sandstorm?
are still aloft in the storm.
I want to break free.
You can attempt to.
I want to struggle a bit. Oh, it's a 21.
You also get
You
advantage
break
on
free.
strength because you're raging.
Thank you. Well, I'll keep my first one.
Okay.
I'm free. Can I bonus action pull my sister out?
Nope.
Oh. I want to run up the stairway and see what's up there.
You're gonna abandon your sister. First Ash. then
Well,
your sister.
she kind of abandoned me once, so it's fair.
What's
As
that
you
rolling?
disappear as you break the restraint and go to run up the stairs, you feel as two.
Bye, Allie.
Bye, Allie. Love
Have a
you.
good night. You feel as two claws rake down your back
Ooh.
Ouchies.
Ayo.
because Gale,
Yep, that's all right. I was aware.
as you take 13 points of slashing damage.
I'm an aware bear. Thankfully, I'm raging.
And you start moving up the stairs.
Yes.
All right. You get up the stairs and it is pitch black.
Guys, this way! Okay, then I am going to wait here, but I'm gonna pull my javelin out so next turn I can try and hit one of these things, because it's over young Jack, but I have the
Understand what
high
ju-
ground.
Understand what I just said.
It's pitch black up here. Okay, well, I do I have enough movement to like back down one stair?
Okay.
Okay.
Halflings have dark vision, right?
No.
No, we don't.
Yes. No.
No, we don't.
Okay. I thought you did.
No,
They
we
do
don't.
not.
All right. So you're standing at the top of the stairs. Kita,
I'm gonna try to break free.
I'm gonna let you know now you can't.
Why?
Can you roll a 21? Strength save.
Yeah. I could. I have a +2.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah. No.
Mm.
That was a 10.
If only someone in chat could
It's
give a
too
nat
late
20.
now.
Anything else from you on your turn? All right.
Wow.
As you're still caught up in the storm, you take 3 points of slashing damage from the sand.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
And you take another 3 points from the other one that's by you.
Oh.
And you take another 2 points from the third one that's by you.
How nice.
You are caught in 3 of these storms. Wait, let me do a ping real quick.
Yeah.
Damn it, Mary.
Right?
I think we would allow it, right?
So number 3 scoots around so that they now create a straight line.
This way?
Nope, other side.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
That you're like over here.
She's up there. Is that one square behind them?
There, yeah.
Sure.
Because that's actually important. I forgot about something. I need a strength saving throw from Katie.
Wait,
She's up on
what?
the stairs.
I know.
Oh, bollocks. That's a 23.
Okay.
It's a 23. Thank you. How can you keep Barbarian better than I can?
This is one of the only characters I play, whereas you play all of them.
As
Thank you.
the one that
That was
just
very
moved
gracious.
swings out at you,
Yeah.
Kita,
Huh?
as the one that just moved swings out at you,
Oh.
and you take, sorry about this, you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, am I hitting you with these?
Grug.
A little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Grug.
All right. Well, so Katie's gone. Kata's still getting all beat up. I'm
You
gonna.
can't see.
Oh, I think she's
You
getting all
can't see
beat up.
Kita. Because of all the sand kicking up like it is, you can't see her.
Katie. I mean, Kate. Wait, Kata.
It's your turn.
Can you hear me?
That would be a yes.
Okay.
He's muffled, but you can hear it.
Scream.
Yes! Oh!
Can I echolocate her?
You have an idea of where
Okay.
she is.
I would run over. I'm gonna like to run over here and try to pull her out. So 5, 10,
I
15.
need you
But I'm outside of the
outside of the range.
yeah.
Okay.
strength.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's check.
Not good. 13.
Barbarian senses are
13?
tingling. Yes, they
Negative.
are.
Negative.
Negative. Because of all of the overlapping winds, it's almost it feels almost impossible to pull her out.
All right. Bonus action. Then I will rage
Okay.
because I'm now a man.
Okay. Have the orange one step 5 feet closer to Grug.
I should not be yawning.
You are now surrounded by this sandstorm, and it is almost impossible to see. I need a strength saving throw from you.
25.
You are not picked aloft by the storm. However, you do watch as all of a sudden the sand shifts, and you see this familiar jackal-looking creature appear and lashes out at you with a natural 20
Oh.
That might hit.
and a natural 1,
That won't hit.
which nobody's used a natural 1, so I will.
Oh.
You mamma jamma.
Guess what? Roll a 3.
Yay!
The first attack catching you by surprise does a grand total of 9
I feel
points
really
of slashing.
good right now.
Okay.
Like that hit quick.
6 plus 3 is 9. 11. Yeah, I was right.
I'm
11.
very cuddly.
It's 11.
Okay. Still the same. Because I'm raging.
Hmm?
I'll cuddle with you.
I'm
Well,
not
it's
gonna
one more
speak
point.
for the rest of the night.
Because
but
you're
I marked it down as
all
5
I'm saying
anyway.
is
So
if
Perfect.
something happens and then you take a bath at your house.
So that
it's
brings
my
us to
job.
Katie.
Yes. You said it's pitch black up here.
Yeah.
I want to light a torch to see. Can I do this as my bonus action, or will it take my action?
It's going to take your action because you are caught up in a sandstorm with whirling winds.
Shit. Okay, never mind. Do I think I can get my sister out?
I don't know, do you?
Kita, you dead yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
Oh,
I light a
no.
torch and I want to try and see what's up here to see if there's anything up here to help us get rid of the jackals. If only I was a storm herald or an elemental monk.
Wow, you're lucky.
Shit.
You get the torch lit.
Woo!
There's a 30% chance of failure.
Okay.
I rolled 35.
Woo!
You got lucky.
I'm lit.
The torch lights, and it is just all sorts of angry because of the wind kicking up about it. As you do this and light it and look in this room, you are still in an obscured area.
I'm gonna try and move up a little bit and get out of the obscurement.
As you enter the room proper, you do exit the influence of the storm.
Okay.
And this room is made of pure gold. It is almost the mirror of the floor below. So you got the statue of Namun over here with
Yeah.
the tiefling. Everything, it's, what's his name? The Japanese, or the Asian guy with the clay pot terracotta army.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like that because now in here you see tiefling beyond tiefling. The entire room has this entourage of tiefling. And rather than making an offering, they're all on one knee, and it looks like the moon is handing them something on this giant platter. You can't quite tell what it is.
How
from
far
it.
away is this platter?
Probably 25, 30 feet away from you.
I want to expend the rest of my movement. So to get the final stair was at 5 feet?
Yep.
Okay, 20 feet to get closer and drop to one knee and say, please spare us,
Okay.
in hopes that that works. Because I know I can't handle what's downstairs.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find an alternative method. I haven't forgotten you.
Okay.
Can I see from here what's on the platter before I fold my knees?
No, it's too high in the air.
You're too short.
Damn it.
You know, if you were maybe 3'1", maybe you could see.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Roll that nat 20.
At least you're lucky.
Yeah, that was the one.
You're a halfling.
Alright. Hold on.
Oh, wait, yeah?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah?
He was a little bit late, but I'll give it to you.
It's a 22 then.
Woo!
You broke free.
Yay! Thank you, Krabby.
Sexy beast, my friend.
Yes, indeed. So I break free.
You are no longer restrained. You are still inside all of the stores.
Aha! I'm going to stab Mr.
At disadvantage,
Why?
Because
you're
you're
inside
obscured.
the heavily obscured storm of sands ×3.
See, I smelled when he was stepping in.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
My low roll was a 13.
And which one are you attacking?
Number 2 technically is the one without a die.
Okay. He's the one you attacked before anyhow.
Yes, which is why I'm attacking him.
Yep.
So that's a 21 to hit.
That
Or no,
is going-
22 to hit.
That is going to work.
And that's 3 plus 6, 9 points of damage.
Nice.
9 points of damage.
Magical piercing damage.
You are adding a +1 to damage from the die.
Oh, 10. Sorry. No, it is 9. I already added it.
Okay.
Never mind. Sorry.
That's fine. As long as you're doing it, that's all that matters.
Okay. So, and then
No, then.
I'm using my bonus action to disengage
Ooh, because you're a rogue.
and moving as far away as possible. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm actually back by the corner they came out of.
Okay.
For reference.
When you get over there, you actually have a chance to look in that hole that they came out of.
Mm-hmm.
It's that deep.
I'm gonna kick at it.
So you were aggressive to the hole that the thing came from.
Yes.
But yeah, you realize that it's just minute. There's all of that sand came from that little tiny space. Take number 3, the purple one, and move it toward Grub.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I need a strength saving throw from Grub. Times 2.
Wow. Even with advantage. Oh, ×2. Oh boy. Even with advantage. That one was better. So the first one, strength save, was a whopping 10.
Okay.
My second one was like 28.
Doesn't matter, the first one you
27.
failed, so the purple one, his storm catches you, you are now restrained.
Okay.
He can't do anything about it. Grub.
Okay. Well, I would like to try to break free. Strength save again.
Yes.
Oh, so close. That'll be a 27.
What do you mean so close? That was like easy sauce.
I wanted at 20.
Oh.
I rolled a 17 and a 19. Okay, so I'll break free.
Mm-hmm.
That's my action?
Yep.
You do still
Would I don't suppose you would allow me to try to splash them with my water skin as a bonus
You
action?
can do whatever you want.
I would like to try to splash them with my water skin.
It's a good
Which
call.
one?
The pinky white one. Which one was that one?
The one directly to the north?
Number orange.
Number orange.
Okay.
Yes, directly north.
For argument's sake, roll to hit and add your dexterity to it.
15?
Okay. Okay.
Am I proficient with water?
No. And now,
You might be.
I want you to... Are you just emptying your water skin?
Well, so I noticed the reaction when the water hit the floor, and they seemed to not respond very well to that. So yes, I basically have my water skin, and I just go, the power of Christ compels you.
So you're not emptying it? You're
No, I'm just kind of like
splashing it?
splashing at him.
It has... It responds to it when it gets flicked. And it looks like it's angering it.
Huh, you're just pissing it off.
Well, then with my movement, I will get out of dodge. So yeah, I'll take 2 AOs, and then
This is not my.
Where you going?
we'll just start going back here. So 5, 10, 15,
10, 15.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Then you're going to go 5,
Oh, would that be
15,
better?
20, 25, 30.
35, 40.
There you go.
I'm back in the doorway.
Yeah.
You
It's a
take...
huge difference.
From all of the attacks that come at you, 18 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ouchie. Oh.
You can do it, Kita.
Cuddly.
Alright. That was Grug. The one on the die, the one on the orange die, and the one that's not on the die, have them take a 5-foot step toward the staircase.
Okay. Towards the staircase.
So
Which
the,
one?
From
the
where-
staircase was going like right down there.
Yeah, so have one there, that's a 5-foot step?
Yeah.
Okay, have it there, and then the other, the orange one, have it start making its way that way as well. Okay. And that brings us to Katie.
Yeah. I want to go 5 foot forward. How far above me is this platter that?
About
This-
10 feet.
Oh gosh, it's way up there,
Yeah.
and I've gotten no response from this, and I don't see anything else.
Just a ginormous room with golden statues everywhere.
And can I see all 4 walls of it?
It's actually rather bright in this room because of the reflecting
Yeah.
surfaces.
I am going to try and. I'm going to leave my torch and go back to the stairway.
Okay.
And 25 gets me just shy of the stairway.
That'll put you right at the hole in the floor.
I'm going to double move to kind of start to get down the stairs. Do I see Kita and Grug?
Yeah. You also see right at the bottom of the stairs, waiting for you, are those sandstorms.
Run or come up here. What are we doing? I'm just going to look at Grug to make a decision.
Oh.
Kita, run. And I use the rest of my action to try and get as close as I can to the doorway and Grug.
Or maybe here?
Yeah, I think 25. There you go.
Remove one 5-foot step because I'm going to make an assumption that you're going to kind of hop off the side rather than meet them nose to nose and
Yes.
by them.
So like right there.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to...
Kita.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you still flirting with Lizzie?
No, actually, Krabby tagged me and the dining room Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try and make my way and scoot around them. So 5, 10. Question: So does the staircase, like, could I scoot between that and the Ken Man statue?
You're gonna have to because the stairs stop in front of.
But I could scoot, like, through here.
You can scoot behind the statue.
Okay.
It doesn't butt up.
15, 20, 25. Yeah, well, 25.
Okay.
So I'm directly behind the statue, and because I'm behind the statue, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide. And I rolled a 30.
Didn't you have a sister here?
She's adopted.
Alright. With that being said, the one purple one, the sands drop around it,
Okay.
and it moves 30 feet toward the statue.
5, 15. It's right up against the statue at 15
Perfect.
feet.
And then it uses the last of its movements to turn into sand and make its way behind the statue.
Oh, come on. So that was 15, 20, 25.
No, straight line, kiddo.
Well, I mean,
In front of you.
right there?
No, in front of you to the north.
Right there?
Yeah.
Crap.
But it's okay. It
It
doesn't
has no
see
clue
you.
you're there. It pops up. You can see this. It pops up. It looks.
I'm like glued to the side of the statue at this point. Like,
And it's the weirdest thing watching sand shift as the nose goes.
don't pass gas. Don't pass gas. Don't pass gas.
Oh.
Clench, clench!
And then it turns.
Oh, crap.
You shouldn't have said that out loud.
No, actually, I forgot something.
Oh.
As it turns, and it attacks.
Crap. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna use a potion. Crap.
I rolled 2 19s.
Crap.
Those might hit.
That's before I had the +5 modifier.
Yeah.
7. 13 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
cutest
my
dog.
gosh. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
What?
I approve.
What? What I missed?
It's okay. Just take notes.
Oh.
Aw, and sunflowers. Aw.
You know what's awesome about sunflowers? When it's not sunny outside, they'll turn to face each other to share their energy.
Keep us down.
Yeah, you came back just in time to watch your girlfriend be killed.
Thanks.
Wait
Wait a second.
Oh gosh, Frostbeard cursed Mister.
I'm not playing Mister though.
Aww.
Which now brings us to Grubby.
Oh God.
You guys are unaware of what happened back there.
Yeah.
All you heard was a snarl.
And a squeak.
I've done this once. I'll do it again. Kada, can you hear me?
Not just 180 so bad. I still love you, Sam. It's okay. I still love you.
He hands flowers and gets taken by a kraken.
That's number 2 we'll have to go save.
Hoofda.
So-
Okay.
Yeah,
That
there is
just
no
happened.
response when you call it out.
You're gonna get like ribs and some wilted sunflowers in the mail.
Will you allow me to, if I move and then double move as my action, will you allow me to healing potion her as a bonus? Or does that count as an action?
I'll give it to you.
I'm not opposed to no, I just want to know where you stand.
I'll give it to you because technically drawing a weapon or knocking an arrow for an attack is part of the attack action.
Okay.
Aww.
And you're just running over to her. You're not trying to do anything complicated. So I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Chat demands key to be revived. Just
Well,
in case you're not following.
I'm working on it. So, alright. I've got 40 and then 80. So just
10,
get me over to the...
20, 25, 30, 35.
I don't want to get an AO. That's what I was saying.
You won't.
Go around?
I'm pretty sure with 80 movement I would have
You can
enough.
squeeze through that area.
Oh, there we
just
go.
make
Okay,
it a
yeah.
10-foot move.
So there. I've got 80 move with my move.
So like right there.
Yeah. And then with my bonus action, thank you, DM, I'll healing potion you.
Ooh.
And you're going to like it.
I
Oh
need
my.
an adult.
Plus 4.
Can you give us the word when
9,
you're unconscious?
9 points.
9 points.
If my leg
Right,
twitches
2d4.
twice, that
2d4
means
plus
stop.
Oh god.
Big Wheezy,
Oh
that's
my
me.
god, actually, hold on.
That's me, Wheezy. I bought you these chocolates, but there's only one left because I ate them.
I hated them.
That's a Forrest Gump move.
It is.
I ate some.
So that's Grub.
Grub, what are you doing?
Can you move?
I hid them so the kids wouldn't take them.
Can you move the two that are by the stairs
Oh.
up to your sister?
These are from you back when you liked me.
That's like a deal
5
breaker.
minutes ago?
Yeah.
So I like the
Stop that.
coconut ones.
2, 3, 4. What's your AC, Kate?
Sorry. That was my fault.
Chocolate makes people go crazy.
Oil on my arm.
Chocolate makes people crazy.
No, please.
Speaking of,
It's because the oil on my arm
Uh-huh.
when you gave me massage.
we've all blamed the oil before. It's always the oil.
I'm sorry I knocked you unconscious, but that doesn't mean you have to throw everything on the floor.
Are you gonna rage quit?
You
Freaking
totally did, Weezy. That's what's
Like
so freaking
hardcore.
funny. You did this. This is all your fault. Quick,
DM
keep going. I
approved.
want to see this happen again.
Alright, so for anybody who has the ability to, can you clip that moment?
Oh, it will happen.
You can DM the theme to DM Loxy.
Oh gosh.
Mm.
Where did...
Yeah, send it to me, and I'll see what I can do.
So we lost a.
I'm not super active on Twitter, but I'm getting better.
Okay, I just can't find the other pass list.
Mm.
There's number
Yeah,
purple.
we'll find him after the.
Yeah,
Well, I think we're
not a
almost
big deal.
We'll find him in a minute.
You
So-
lost him?
Why do
Dang.
I think that?
What was
Why do I think that might have been
was
him?
that part of him?
Who's the base?
You just demolished the basilisk.
So, how many hit points was that?
Like almost all of them. Holy crap.
It was just the base.
It's all about the base?
Yes, and its feet. Oh my gosh.
That is gorgeous.
This isn't embarrassing at all for Vistra.
Nope.
Not at all.
Sweetheart,
Oh
sweetheart.
It's you need to hold this up for the camera because it's the base of like 2 of his feet just stuck there.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my gosh. Tonight is not my night apparently.
Oh no, honey, tonight is very much your night. That's the
Oh.
problem.
So that's a dead basilisk.
Thanks, Joe.
I'll just get some super glue for it.
Chat killed
Oh my
one.
gosh.
This is like the best thing ever. Thank you guys.
No, dude, that's fun. I love it. So, Katie,
Yeah.
the 2 sand creatures drop the storms around them, and their jackal-like bodies scoot over across the floor. And as they get up to you, you watch as the sand forms into these claws that lash out at you,
Okay.
and you are buffeted by these attacks.
Okay.
Jimmy
So it's
buffeted?
like
Jimmy
it's like a
buffeted.
salt scrub for my skin. Got it.
It's more than that, as 3 of their 4 attacks hit you.
Oh.
And you take a... Wow, that is fantastic. As you take 18 points of slashing damage. The reason it's fantastic is because I rolled identical. All 3 of my damage rolls were identical.
My rage is saving my life.
I'm sure. Yes, be my guest. Please post that clip. That is yes. Which brings us around to Katie.
Yeah. And I see. Can I see Grug and Kita?
You saw Grug. You don't know where Kita is.
We're stealthy.
Grug, Kita, you okay?
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Kita's up. Not much life. Hi.
Ooh, coconut chocolate. See?
I am going to swing with my coconut chocolates. Bitch. That's how you know we're friends on that level. I will swing with my great axe at color number orange. My magical +1 great axe. That is a 23 to hit.
Okay.
That's 8 + 5, 13 damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna hit you with it.
I could.
I can't math. 232.
232.
Yep. Okay. You roll
Tropical flavored fireball.
me a perception.
Ooh.
Katie.
That's not bad
Not
at
bad,
all.
not bad.
That's 18.
You notice the liquid on the floor
Yeah.
after this amount of time and moving about. When you came back down, you noticed a sheen of water on the floor.
Okay.
You also notice that the creatures seem to be avoiding areas.
Oh. Can I bonus action make a line with my water skin in front of me? Hey guys, they don't like water. Over.
They don't like water over.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use 10 feet of movement to stand up.
Good job. Proud of you.
She's not flustered
Yeah.
anymore. She stood up.
But never mind. Be good, Gabs. Shut up, Gabs. Sorry. You know exactly what. Sorry.
And then, I'm going to consume a another healing potion.
Do it.
Make me.
I can't.
I
And
know.
that's a bonus action, right? So that's another 8 points of Healy's,
Oh, that hurts in all the right places.
which is nice because that puts me up to half health.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What can I say
Except you're welcome.
I love
Then-
you, kid.
I'm going to stab the basilisk or the jackal in front of me.
Okay.
The basiliskal sheskel.
The Baskel.
The basilisk.
The Baskel.
The sand.
Clip that!
Alright. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, folks. We'll see you next week with...
So where'd you
So
go?
I do want to warn you of something, Vistra.
Yeah. Not Ristra.
Sorry, Kita. I
Yeah.
do want to warn you of something. The fact that you are having this much difficulty using your hands does not bode well in future endeavors.
I know.
She's flustered. Give her a
Yeah, I
minute.
guess I'm using my other D20 because I don't know where that one went.
Hang on.
Maybe we should find that other D20.
That's a 15 to hit.
Well, it's not bad.
That hits.
Yes,
That does?
absolutely.
Yes.
What?
Bazinga!
Yes, we did get the
Penny.
Mulan.
Penny. Penny.
Sheldon, Sheldon, Sheldon!
When it comes to Mulan references, us two do not
Yes.
miss any.
No. Hopping in the hills like daisies! Snow like daisies!
7 points damage. Magical.
Yep. And you. That's him.
Magic, baby.
I love that in 4 hours we've made it 100 feet.
Yeah,
You know
because
what?
things are crazy.
But how much fun did we have?
Yeah,
and I
we're
feel
having
like
fun.
that's the
He did
measure.
everything.
This
Purple
was
guy is going to
This was good.
attack.
mostly because of that.
I'm all for ooh.
Misses.
You need some help down there.
No, leave me alone.
Hang on, bitch. I'm coming.
Grug,
I found it.
Grug, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna swing.
At which one?
How do you put up with these guys?
I ignore them.
Oh god. Alright. So I can't reach, but I'm behind Kita. I'll just take a step forward and I have to re-rage because I didn't take any damage.
Yeah, but you can step through his
Oh, I
square
got
and
5 minutes
have
left.
advantage.
Where'd my die go?
I got it. It's up here now. I found it. I got it. I'm ready. You got this.
Can you move Grug to the opposite side of the purple one? Can you move Grug to the opposite side of the purple one?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'll re-rage.
You have advantage on your attack.
Okay. First one to hit is a 21.
That's
Yeah, there
the
really
worst.
aren't any words for what just happened.
Sometimes it's like being with high school girls.
Alright, so first one is going to take. The first attack is 14 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I will attack again. Nat 20.
Nice. Well
Nice.
done.
I'll see if I nat 20 it again. Nope, nat 1. But it's okay because I had advantage, so I nat 20. So now, do I just double my dice?
You have max die plus roll.
Max. Okay, so 12
Plus roll.
plus
Ooh.
roll. Actually, and I'm also half orc. Do I get an extra?
Okay.
You do, but that doesn't get doubled.
Got it. Okay. So 12 plus 23. That is 30 points of damage.
Oof. Like, seriously. Oof.
Where'd he go?
I would like a constitution save from both of you.
Oh, lovely.
Both of who?
Me and
The two of them
Oh.
that are doing stuff to the
Constitution save 25.
25.
12.
You are blind.
Yeah.
You are not, as this thing goes into this burst of sand.
Okay, I mostly forgive you.
So that one's dead. Congratulations.
Woo!
Yay!
Dead.
However, there's two more that are just taking.
That. Oh. Yep.
Gonna help. I'm coming. Hold on.
Actually, you're gonna have to wait a second
Okay.
because they have to attack you
Oh.
with a natural 20,
Oh.
It can be
a
fixed.
19.
Oh.
We will
16?
look back on this
Oh.
night. And
Does a
laugh.
16 hit?
A 16 does not. My AC 17.
All right. So only two of them hit, but one of them is a crit.
That's all right. It'll be fine.
They're freaking different.
Yes, they are.
I can't believe
You
it.
did this.
I know.
Yeah, I'll take
I
the
did
one
it out
for
of
you.
love, alright?
As you take 19 points of slashing damage as these two are starting to just tear at you.
What?
Now it's your turn, Katie.
The orange one, again. That's a 21 to hit.
Okay.
It's very fitting for all of us.
When life isn't going right, go left. How true. That is 7 damage with my plus 8. Sorry, plus 8 damage with my plus 1 great axe of slashiness.
Which you notice that one is starting to flag quite a bit.
Apparently, I'm supposed to book that flight.
I'm supposed to book the flight, and it says today is your day, and if you're reading this, you're beautiful and worth it. That one's yours.
You can have this one too.
Kita.
Oi, sexy beast, roll your dice.
Well, I can't exactly roll dice.
Sneak attack. Oh, excuse me.
On what?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh my gosh! I'm so dumb!
You speak just fine.
I am so dumb!
I love you. You could have.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Here, I got you. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
I could have killed that thing like 3 rounds earlier.
This one's from me,
Pretty sure.
I don't think you've.
and this one's from
Yeah,
Frosty.
I don't think you've.
Yeah,
Sneaked
but-
attack, I don't think you've snuck attack anything.
Not
What?
I
today.
don't think you've sneaked attacked anything
No.
today.
Not today, at least.
Well then.
And I'm the noob.
Right. But actually, I have found
Bring it.
that noobs do better at remembering the mechanics,
Because they're
Whereas-
so paranoid.
whereas veterans and
Well,
long-term players tend to remember more about
We love
details.
So let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't quite get to.
Oh, my phone's gonna die.
Actually, no, I can do that because I'm a rogue and I can use my bonus action to double move.
I'll plug it in.
Whew. And actually, I'm gonna move around. So because the orange one's the one that's flagging, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Is it like rollover points? They just add up if you don't use them? Yes.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Krabby just
Krabby
said in
Patty
chat.
asked.
Right. What are what rollover points?
Oh, maybe the sneak attack points?
Okay, hold on. So I didn't
Did you get
Oh.
25 d6 sneak
Oh,
attacks?
sneak attacks? No, they do not roll over.
Okay, there we go.
Well, that
Used
is
for a moment.
Oh, it's two.
with my +1 dagger.
Sneak attack.
That's a 20.
Let's see, that's
That's a 25.
409.
Oh, I love you guys. This is a good
And I
round.
get 3d6.
Your timing is impeccable, Moondog. We're getting ready to wrap up.
Oh, Moondog, where you been, dude? You just missed like some of the craziest stuff.
So let's
We
see
missed
here.
you though.
1, 2,
Where'd you go?
5,
Miss you
6.
so.
Ouch.
12 points of damage. That was rough.
those were some rough rolls.
That was rough. Really? Sweet.
Since you've been gone.
So then it doesn't quite matter so much.
I need a Constitution save from
Oh, yeah.
Katie and Kita.
From
Because you got sand in your eye.
17.
10.
You're blind again.
Yep.
Oh.
Thank you, Krabby Patty.
We're glad you have a life, Moondog, and we're just happy to see you whenever we do.
Oh, heck yeah. I understand completely, man. I almost had to go into work halfway through stream. I get it.
So you work next weekend?
I do work next week.
Okay. I couldn't remember which day,
Good.
but I knew it was one of them.
Hello.
It's your turn.
Huh?
Do something.
Oh, I don't speak French.
Up to and including removing the one that's dead.
Yeah, let's get rid of the. It was the one standing on the die, right?
Correct.
Okay. Hey, take it easy. I take 3 points of bludgeoning damage
Be
for that.
gentle, be gentle.
Oh no, she's flustered.
It's alright, I got you. I got you, my friend.
Alright,
It's alright.
will you do me a favour and run me around to flank that little bugger? I got 40
5,
movement.
10, 15, 25, 30, 35.
Yeah.
How did
I don't know. Where's your base? Alright, and I'm gonna swing at him.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'd also
these
like to
two
do,
links
just because I
can
haven't
ask
done
for
it
bases
yet,
at.
and I really want to do it, is I'm gonna bonus action my little patoof thing on
Okay.
him.
You guys watch.
Your patoofa
My
thing?
patoof thing.
You guys watch as you guys have been familiar with him creating this aura around him that just had fire bursting up. You guys watch as this time he focuses on the creature and this burst of fire erupts on the creature.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like they're listening.
I'm listening.
Yes, burst of fire up on the creature.
Something about
We're totally
fire.
here.
So it gets a save. The DC is a 15.
It doesn't say.
Okay, then it takes 2d6 damage, which is 6.
6.
But at least I got to use it, and now I'm gonna swing my little orcish hot out. Bruh.
Please do.
With advantage. 17 to hit. That'll be a 20.
20
6
lot.
to hit.
A 20
A
lot.
6 to hit?
26 to hit.
That hits.
It's gonna hit. And then that's gonna do 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swing again. With it. Advantage. 19 plus 9. 28 to hit.
Yep.
And I wanna do. Oh, not bad. It's 9.
What is this?
16 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna growl.
What does it sound like? It doesn't fit. Molly is scary. Oh, that's
It
better.
continues attacking you. Cade.
Yeah,
It continues attacking you.
bring it.
And does 19 points of slashing damage
Holy
to you
hell elected.
That's a
as both of its attacks connect with you.
Alright, it's another 19.
Yeah.
That's for you too.
Thank
That's
goodness.
for you too. All the little hearts and stuff.
Aww. Thank goodness for a rage or I would be dead.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna yell at that. No, Grog, like this. My bunny slippers just ran for cover. I'm gonna swing at it with my great axe.
I don't understand what you've got advantage. I see.
Thank God.
You-
18.
You're welcome.
18 to hit.
You should be able to hit better than that. Because advantage, but you're saying it in character.
18.
Can't-
Fair. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's for 16 points of damage.
As that one bursts, and I need a Constitution save from the two of you.
20.
Oh, now it rolls good. 23.
Neither of you are blinded by the burst of sand. However, the sister is still kind of.
I'm gonna go, splash some water in her face. Hey guys, come upstairs. It's
I'm
all
gonna
goldy and
hit
pretty.
her with my water skin.
So, you guys finally defeat the creatures that are in this room, and you are told about a large room of gold
Yeah.
above you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I found it, by the way. I want half the credit.
And with that,
I did the thingy with my.
we will pick up next session with you guys exploring what's going on with this golden room.
Ash is gonna run into the room. Guys, what happened?
Bye. Thanks, you guys. We will see
Krabby
you.
Patty, I will try to remember that they get a nat 20 when we start up next game.
Yes.
Otherwise, thank you everybody for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Wednesday
is Curse of Strahd. The two groups have combined. The shenanigans are obscene and real.
It's amazing.
Following Saturday is Loromir.
Yep.
Ah,
Is it this Saturday that's Loromir, or is this Saturday
this
the off
Saturday is Loromir,
It's for
and then Dragon Heist, where I will not be part of.
Okay.
You working Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah. Otherwise, new fun things are coming. Keep posted.
Keep
Maybe
your
I
eyes
can convince
open.
Tim to NPC Nilo.
keep your eyes open as we are doing some work on our logo and mascot for the stream. So with any luck, you guys will see some of that happening. I've already got it started.
Yeah, please do, Krabby. I can't promise I'll use everything I've been sent, but you've had some pretty good ideas, so I'm curious to see what you come up with. Also, chat, we love you guys. Like, you made today. It was great.
Yes.
Thank you for flustering the hell out of my bestie.
It was pretty amazing.
It was good. It's good stuff.
You guys rock.
Good
We
night.
may actually have to send brownies.
Yes.
All right,
Bye, guys.